Spanish, we supposed to live this long? Did Helium J kill us like
4 or 5 times
January,
now.
December?
We got Kachinas coming in.
So you're saying what he says didn't come true?
He did make me nervous a couple of times.
Never made me nervous.
No.
He is a crazy guy that hates Geo and just says that doomsday, everything's going to happen every day.
Has he mentioned me lately?
No, not lately.
It's early.
No,
We just started the show.
It's true.
Every morning he texts Spanish, hey, this is happening in the world, and tells you to suck a big one.
Yeah. But see, the last thing he sent me was yeah, I know. Tell me.
Geo, I will gift to you, if you would like to have it, a punch to the face to Helium J. I owe him a punch in the face, remember? Because
that's right.
It's true.
He kept on making these predictions, and I go, all right, next prediction. If it doesn't come true by the date that you say, then I get to punch you in the face as hard as I can. And he said, okay.
He took it. He took the deal. Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. Thank you.
Well,
how come he's never let you pay it off?
Because he's a crazy blue Kachina.
Usually those are non-transferable, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I read the fine print.
Thank you,
This
thank
one I can transfer it.
Yeah, he had some interesting things where he was like, hey, there's things moving here and there, and he's right, but nothing was ever doomsday-ish. He thought the end of the world. Like, how does he justify after it doesn't happen? I'm telling you, by Tuesday, and the asteroid's going to collide with this, and we're all going to burn. And then Wednesday comes and we're fine. What does he say?
I don't. He does. Usually those days he doesn't respond when I text him. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot like the cult leaders that do that. They're like, all right, by this date, it's going to be the rapture and all this is going to happen and all this stuff. And then whenever it doesn't happen, they recalculate. They say, oh, the information we were given was wrong. It actually is this. And then it's further down the road.
We were on the Gregorian calendar. Right. We should have been on something else.
The problem with Helium J is he's not as charismatic to become a cult leader. So he's just a weirdo in his house yelling stuff.
He sends me, he'll send me like a video called Doomsday Asteroid Friday the 13th and Geo SSD.
but Friday the 13th came and went, and he doesn't say, even do you think he wakes up one day and goes, maybe this is all BS?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he's thinking logically is the problem. I think he just always thinks it's going to happen. You're talking about
because he told me he was like, there's a bunch of solar flares coming this year, and we've already been hit by a bunch. So I will send him because there's some people I follow on Instagram that like lay out the science of what those are doing, and I'm like, it's not end of the world. It's just changing a couple of things.
It could one day get inconvenient because it could knock out communication satellites, but I think they have backup plans for that now. And it's crazy, but if one of them was to be so big, maybe it would cause some damage, but I don't think that it's ever. I don't in the foreseeable future. They don't seem to be worried about that. Every other day, I do see a news story from someplace that cites NASA about an asteroid the size of the stadium that may hit Earth, or it'll miss Earth by a close margin of 500 million miles. And you're like, okay, so we're good.
Helium J should audition for Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah,
that would be a bad idea.
Kind of.
I think he'd be great on the show.
Just him and some rocks.
If you're not watching that show, you're missing on the best goddamn show on TV. Have you watched it?
I watched 2 episodes.
Did you watch Connor?
No.
Oh, you gotta get the Connor. Dude. Yeah. I found Connor on Instagram, and he collects swords, of course. So on Instagram, he is going through his swords, and he takes his sword, and he's like, "This is my sword." And he's got his dog. His dog is sitting in front of him, and he's like, I'm making up words because I don't know what he says, but he's like, by the power invested in me, I knight thee. And then he goes to knight the dog. And every time he goes to do it, the dog runs away. And then they go to cut to, and he's like, I am the whatever. And I take my, and the dog runs away. He's like, damn. And he's so close to getting it done. Oh, it's so funny. It's weird because if we knew him, we wouldn't be like, check out Connor. We'd just be like, Connor makes us laugh. You know what I mean?
Connor, bring your swords over. We got some stuff we got to
Yeah. And he'd be like, okay. He's not stupid by any means. None of them are. But it's just his frustration makes me laugh. And it definitely makes me realize after seeing 5 people on that show or more with autism, somebody else we suspected of being autistic is
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, Joe.
No, not Joe. Joe's senile is a big difference. Look, there's that. You see that boat that sunk on the excursion? Remember that happened last year? It was an excursion that was going to an island, and the boat sunk.
Oh, yeah.
My wife was on that boat when we went to. We went on I guess it was the Calta cruise, right? I don't know. The kids came, and they went on. Yeah, I went to a place with Joey, and her and her friend and the kids went to that island, and they were on that. They were on that boat
at a different time, though.
Yeah, at a different time. They weren't on the one that was sinking.
Didn't they go to swim with the pigs?
No, I tried to swim with the pigs. I tried 3 times to swim with the pigs, and all 3 times it got canceled.
It's a sign from God.
On Bert's cruise, they changed the ports the day of the cruise. So, and then the last one they were like no swim with the pigs, and I was like, damn it. Then I tried to do it with my family, and they canceled that day. So
Can I just let you know that I had like 4 swim with the pig jokes, and I didn't make any of them because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
I was waiting.
She just started the show. Leave her alone.
Oh my God! I wasn't even talking about.
Oh. My bad.
Wah, wah.
It really got in my head the other day that I was going through my phone trying to just get erase pictures. You know, I just get so much garbage in it, screenshots of text messages and things. And I was going through and I came across Wawa Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting that woman lives here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
That's a real person.
She doesn't know.
100%. Nah,
Listen,
she's not real.
I've seen. Here's where I understand the reach of this show. I walked into a store and an Indian gentleman in his 70s came up to me and he goes, "Excuse me." I went, "Oh, brother, here we go. I don't know what you want." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "You from the radio?" And I go, "Yeah." And then his face lit up as if a kid met Santa Claus. And I thought, in a million years, I want to pick you to be the guy listening to the show. So glad you are, but had no idea you are. So really, Wawa Carmen probably listening to the show.
Well,
Maybe not. Maybe doesn't even know she's Wawa Carmen.
here is the situation, though.
But I want to point out Wawa Carmen, not bad.
No,
Just bad if she was Carmen.
Can I point
not
out?
a compliment.
Yeah, that's a little
Can,
bit.
can I point out Wawa Carmen may not be from here?
True.
Think about it. Wawa is a very popular stop on
Pit
road
stop,
trips.
yeah.
Pit stop, getting gas, getting food, all that stuff. I'm looking at her picture. She's wearing a Yankees hat.
Yeah.
Could be from New York. Could have just been down visiting. Maybe something going on, whatever. But
Thank you, Galvin. I feel better for making
She
fun of her
lives
now.
here and you guys are jerks.
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, it in now.
she
Nah,
cries.
she
She
lives
cries
there.
every morning when she listens
Somebody's
to the
gonna
show.
walk up to her at work and say, "Janice, I've got bad news.
You are Wawa Carmen.
You are Wawa Carmen." And she's gonna go, "What? From the show? No way!" And they're gonna go,
Basically.
"Oh yeah, here's the picture Galvin took."
Basically, what I'm saying is, I feel terrible for Wawa Carmen. Don't care about Carmen.
Yeah,
I hurt her feelings every day.
being Wawa Carmen's not a badge of honor.
Well,
No, yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's not something you wear proud.
she might.
I don't know. How do you think that guy feels that's on the cover of that kid's book that everybody sends me? It's the old Chinese man. He's old Chinese Mike Calta. He must be thrilled to death. Jason Whitlock from ESPN is Fat Black Mike Calta for sure.
yeah,
I saw him the other day. I was like, oh man, his butthole eyes are worse than mine. So, you know.
When Carmen's goal is to not be like that woman, that's not a good thing.
True.
And you keep saying if it was, she doesn't look bad, but if Carmen looked like that,
Right.
it would be bad.
Wow, wow.
That poor lady
Yeah.
Just- just
She's
wanted
all
to get her big gulp and move on with her day.
She got her big gulp.
She gulped the gold.
Yeah, she did.
I got good news for you, Spanish
Yes.
Joe.
Oh,
You know Brock Purdy, who's going to the Super Bowl?
yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Spanish does. Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Totally knows it before you
No,
said
I'll-
Super Bowl.
What team does he play for?
He plays for the. Now I can't remember. You put me on the spot.
It's
Not
pretty
the
easy.
Chiefs. Yeah, I
It's
know.
only 2 teams.
Well,
right.
yeah,
not the
not the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Do you know what
It's the,
position?
Yeah, he's a quarterback. 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's an expert now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He makes $870,000 a year in his rookie contract.
Oh, really?
And for what is it, 3 or 4 years? He's got like a 3 million, 3 something deal. I was reading yesterday. Brock Purdy still lives with a roommate, just like you and Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He he makes almost $1 million a year. He shares an apartment or a townhouse or something with one of the offensive linemen, and they're even though he's engaged to a girl,
Yep.
he still lives with that chubby
Yeah.
dude, and they hang out. He said they watch movies and hang out together,
It's awesome.
Genius.
Yeah.
and they split all the bills.
Yeah.
Although
not?
he's getting married, so that's probably going to change
Oh,
next
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they'll break up.
Can you imagine if you just got out of college, you get drafted by the 49ers, John Lynch is your GM, you're on a football team, you
History of quarterbacks.
sure,
Yeah.
sure, and then in your first year, you make it to the Super Bowl, and then you get married, and then I don't know, if he wasn't so Jesus loving, I'd be like, hey, as your friends, you should tell him not to get married.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way too soon
Yeah.
for this. He may have 2 more Super Bowls to win. He may go on to, he's way too early.
Have they been together? I'm assuming they've been together since college, at least.
Let's say high school. It's still only 4 years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's got to spread his wings a little bit.
You know, his brother also plays quarterback, and his name's Chubba Purdy.
Chubba?
Oh.
Chubba Purdy.
Lies.
No.
Chubba.
That's
You're
not
making
his,
that up.
that's not his real name, though, right?
His brother, I believe it is.
Oh.
His brother's name's Chubba Purdy.
What does that mean, Chubba?
That's just his name.
That
Chubba
can't-
Bubba.
that
He
can't
was
be
he was
right.
a quarterback at FSU, and then he transferred to like Nebraska.
He's right.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, my
real.
God.
Does it
Chubba.
say? Does it say Chubba is like short for something?
No.
I
Like
don't think it
Brock
is.
is short for
Preston,
broccoli.
Born Preston
Oh, is it?
Purdy.
Okay, yeah.
Preston Purdy, Chubba Purdy. Yeah. I don't know how you get Chubba from Preston, but that's where we are.
Preston and Brock,
Brock and Chubba in the morning.
2 of the whitest names ever. Well, there you go. The 2 of you have, you and Joe have something now. It's cool.
Yeah.
to be
Well,
an old roommate.
We were ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Who was the quarterback? Was it the Chargers guy that was dating the MILF? Isn't he dating the chick that's like 8 years older than him?
Who?
Herbert?
Justin Herbert. I don't know.
There was somebody that was dating
Yeah.
on it was like totally on the down low. Like everybody found out, they're like, oh, this guy's dating the
Yeah.
His rookie year, I thought he was going to be one of the greats. I really did.
Herbert.
Herbert.
I think he's still going to be good.
But yeah, I thought
They're
he
getting
was-
Harbaugh now. It's going to make a big difference.
Do you know that I had an opportunity to take Joey to go meet Justin Herbert in L.A. and do catch a football from him or something like that, and I don't know if it got canceled or for one reason or another they had to change the date. I think they changed the date and they said, "Listen, you change the date, or you could pick one of these others." And one of them was Gronk, and that's why we went with the Gronk. I was like, "Yeah, I would have took that one first if I knew." I'm real bad at bidding on things and winning, my son is going to see Travis Scott tomorrow night. Well, tonight, I guess tonight, and I said to him, he was like, "Is there any chance of going backstage?" I was like, "No, I don't have any of those things." So I bid on this thing for him. It was an autographed Travis Scott picture I knew he would like because he really likes him, and I won it. And I was like, "God damn it!"
Oh man.
I mean, I'm happy, but Jesus Christ,
Did you pay more than you wanted to?
Yeah.
Like this bid's way too high. Nobody ever get to it.
I know.
so Justin Herbert is 25 and his girlfriend is 33.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not
That's
so
a good
bad.
age.
No, it's not. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's bad at all, but I mean, 25 to 33 is a big age
Yeah.
difference
Yeah.
when you're a 25-year-old, and she's a smoke show.
Is
But
she really?
Oh, yeah, she's very hot. Her name is where is
Chubba.
it? Yeah.
Chubba.
Taylor Biscotti.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
very attractive. But 33, yeah, that's crazy. That's 8-year difference when you're 25. When you're 25, if you dated a 33-year-old, you're like, she's so old. She's probably gonna retire soon.
I feel like Patrick Mahomes will eventually upgrade his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so annoying.
I think-
I know they've been together since high school, but I think eventually he upgrades.
I got to tell you, if Patrick Mahomes wasn't such a good athlete, he'd be lucky to have her.
Oh, yeah.
He's like such a weird
Oh,
Muppet
sure.
looking dude,
And
and
his
his
voice.
voice and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, just everything about him. You'd be like, look at this nerd over here. Meanwhile, he's one of the greatest quarturdbacks of all time.
Yeah.
The kid's 25 years old. He's been to the Super Bowl 5 times
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He you see that meme where it's him and a tweet saying, "Stop sending me this, it's annoying," and it was Kermit the Frog and the Chiefs of it. It wasn't real, but I don't mind his wife. I feel like they're so tight that her being crazy, he's used to that, so it's not
Yeah,
like
but-
she's annoying.
She should be hotter for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Because
the face of the NFL.
because they were together early, that's why. And, all that.
Right.
And who cares, whatever. But if you're asking me, does she look like she'd be annoying? Like if you were at a party with her, I know eventually I would go, all right.
Yeah.
And then I would get up and leave the party.
But that goes back to the conversation my wife and I had about
You and her.
a couple, a couple that I was like, "Can you believe that's the girl he goes out with?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "What's wrong?" I go, "Look at everything. It's gross."
Look at
Yeah.
everything.
Oh my
But
God.
it's a public figure that goes out with a real beast of a woman, And she goes,
Is it Wawa Carmen?
no. And she goes, maybe he loves her. And I go, no, I understand that, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
If you're Patrick Mahomes, you become that famous. Probably she's the only like sense of normalcy you have because you've known her since you're like 16.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before anybody knew who you were, you know.
He can act like I watched that quarterback show with them, and around the house they just act like they're an old couple, you know. And I think he wants that. I don't know. Do you think that? I mean,
I think they're really religious.
Does he have any upper hand in the sexual department? Like, does he get to go, hey, we're having a threesome next week?
No.
Nah, not a chance.
But why?
Nah, she runs that show.
Because,
he's a little subservient bitch.
He can't even get her to stop yelling.
It depends on what their prenup was, if they have one and all that stuff. Because it may be
bet they don't.
Any of that stuff, whatever. I get 3/4 of what you make for the rest of your life or whatever. Yeah, who knows?
He's already worth like $300 million. He's like 26.
Right. So one time when I had a fight with my wife and we were threatening divorce, I said, oh, well, okay, fine. And then I sat there and I got a calculator and I did the math and I was like, I mean, I'd still be okay.
Patrick Mahomes is 28.
28, yeah.
Just so everyone knows.
By the time he hits 30,
different things.
30, he'll have 4 Super Bowl rings. By the time he's 30, he could retire and just live and then break up with her and live off of $150 million.
I think he's totally gonna break Brady's record.
I was just about to ask that because we had talked about that before. And we're like, but he's so young and he already has the Super Bowl rings. It's like, because Tom has 7
or 6.
Yeah, can I tell you why I disagree with that? Because I think there's too many good quarterbacks now.
I don't know. They've already been to like 6 straight, and the only time he lost the Super Bowl was against Tom Brady.
It's not 6 straight, is
or
it?
AFC Championship.
Yeah.
No, not 6 straight.
No, what is this? His 3rd Super Bowl?
This is his 4th.
Won 1, lost 1. Won 1, and then this is the 4th.
Is the 4th one,
right.
Brady has 7.
Yeah.
So it's the Patriots had 6 Super Bowls because they tied the Steelers with the Super Bowls, whatever. But Brady himself has 7 Super Bowl wins because he got the one here in Tampa.
They were saying there was only if the Patriots or the Chiefs win this game, Mahomes gets his 3rd ring. He's like one of like 4 quarterbacks that has more than 2 Super Bowl rings, and it's like Montana, Brady,
right? Oh yeah, great.
Well, he'll be in the elite.
Yeah,
elite,
and he's only getting better. Like he's not even.
He is amazing.
The original TB Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah,
he drops those balls in. I mean, players are running, receivers are running, facing that way, just opening their arms. The ball appears there. It's amazing.
And they're supposed to. Everybody said they were having a down year this year because he had no receivers, and here we are.
Mm-hmm.
They just find it's the same thing. It's Gronk and Brady.
It's true. He has no receivers.
And
he just throws to Kelsey.
It doesn't matter. Like I think he's on pace. He's gonna. If something happens though, but he'll surpass Tom Brady.
The stuff that I was reading yesterday about Taylor Swift and how people are mad at her. I don't understand that.
It's wild.
But where is it coming from? Big deal. They show the booth when she scores. How many times they show people's parents when they're in the booth when they are at a game?
Yeah.
And people are less interested in seeing somebody's parents. I've seen Tom Brady's dad 1 million times. Nobody cares. They want to see another famous person, especially somebody that's going to get little girls to watch football.
She's just so famous now. People are getting annoyed by it, which I love. It doesn't bother me at all.
No, I don't think it bothers her either.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care. About it.
She's like dancing and doing all this stuff.
At the last game, they showed her, and she can see herself on the TV in the booth, and she's like, "Please stop doing this."
Yeah. She said,
go away
or something like that. Yeah, that was interesting.
She doesn't mean it.
No, it's all fake. Yeah.
Mahomes, though, man, he can do whatever he wants. And if Andy Reid leaves or whatever, does he go to a different team? And then he's already getting so much, but he gets so much more.
I think so, man.
It's ridiculous.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Oh my God.
Listen, I only hate him because he's so good, and I'm so jealous because that's going to be awesome.
If he was playing for the Bucs,
it's like I'm jealous, and that's why I don't like him.
I used to hate Bill Laimbeer because he played for the Pistons against the Bulls, and I was like, I hate Laimbeer, I hate Rodman, whatever. And then Rodman came over to the Bulls, and I was like, all right, I mean, he's cool.
And having Brady here for like 2 years and getting a small taste of what it's like to have like the guy, it's like, oh my gosh, the Chiefs get to be like this for like a decade.
John Brennan, he wasn't being a dick about it, but he pointed out the oddity of it. He goes, now you know what it's like. He goes, because you had Roethlisberger for so long, and you guys were always winning and always great and always doing that. And now Steelers aren't. they're making like the first round of the playoffs, whatever, and they're out. And then you guys got Brady, and it's like boom, 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 doing that.
When you have like a franchise, like Hall of Fame quarterback, it's the greatest ever.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Mahomes to come here. That's going to be great.
He'll be 46.
Oh, I would take him a heartbeat.
He'll be here, and his wife will be in town, chopping at the ball and all that. Yeah,
he stays with the Chiefs till the end.
I would imagine.
Yeah, we say that about Brady, wouldn't you?
But I think the big thing with that is not him; it's Andy Reid. If Andy Reid leaves, and Andy Reid could leave next year if he wants to, you'd be like, all right, I've done enough,
or die.
Yeah, or die. Certainly.
What is the offensive coordinator that they're interviewing? Is somebody that's Brock Purdy related? I mean, Baker Mayfield. They said it was one of his previous coaches.
I didn't see that.
I read it briefly.
I know Canales is taking everybody from the Bucs to Atlanta. I mean
the Panthers.
Panthers, rather.
That's crazy. Well, season's not even over yet, and we're already looking forward to next season. That's a good sign.
You to get tickets, season tickets?
No, not until they put a roof on that place.
Did you go to a game this year?
Yeah. Did I?
You went to a game with Joey, didn't you?
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did.
No.
I don't think you did.
It's unnecessary.
It really is unnecessary. I will tell you, going to hockey games is the greatest. Yeah. That may be the best sport to watch live.
Yeah, in my opinion, to see a game, like if we bought a chunk of a section of a row like I intended to do last time, it would be great. It would have been me and Joey and JoJo was talking about going. A bunch of people wanted to go. We wanted to get a whole section. Then it ended up being me and my son and John Brennan and Boozer, and that was it. And,
just Boozer,
and
no
Dom. Yeah. So it was just a weird.
You guys there?
Boozer wasn't pounding Bud Lights with us before the game, and Dom was behind us. John was next to me, so I couldn't see him, and it was just not like what I had hoped it would be. So I think I even gave away most of those tickets for that season. It was just too hot to be out there.
Yeah. But like when the Steelers, it was preseason, but when the Steelers came down, I had my dad come down and my brothers and stuff, and we had 45-yard line front row, and it was great. It was exciting, and it was great. But one is good for the year. Watching football on TV is much better than being there live. It is. Watching hockey in person, actually there live, is better than on TV.
Plus, I'm older and I have to pee a lot. I don't have I like to go to my own bathroom when I have to pee.
Heated seats.
I have to keep going into that urine
Gen Pop
bathroom where I'm going to get recognized while I'm holding my wiener and somebody's like, "Hey, love the show," and then I got to break my wiener hole to shake this guy's hand.
If we had more friends, they'd invite us into their suites.
Yeah,
I mean honestly. That's the way to go. If you get a couple people together and you buy a suite, that would be the way to go.
It's only either like $50,000 a game.
I know that's the other thing. If it doesn't, it's what is it, like 12 people in the box or whatever? If you can split that with 6 people and then walk away paying $80,000 each, great time. I can honestly, if it was $20,000 for the whole season and I had 4 tickets for the whole season, I would pay that.
Yeah,
for a suite. But not
they won't let you break it up like that, though. I don't think.
No, but I'm saying if I could go into it with 3 other people and it's $60,000 a year, but it's not. It's like $100,000. So it's not that I can't do it. It's that it's ridiculous. It's the same reason why I don't have a Ferrari. I want a Ferrari so bad, but it's when Pete pulled up to my house with that Hummer, I was like, well, here's where I spend a lot of money, and then I went for riding it, and I loved it, and I went, it just doesn't make sense. It's
long as Brock Purdy has a roommate, you can't buy a Ferrari.
Just not logical. I have a kid about to go to college that I have to pay for, although something happened with the prepaid tuition yesterday that seems to be in my favor, which is great. And then I got another kid who's got to pay her thing off before I could really start considering wasting money. This is why I always talk about this, where you see a guy in his 50s in a Ferrari and you go, that guy's having a midlife crisis, and you're like, no, that guy could finally afford to have that car now. There's a big difference.
Midlife crisis.
Well, listen, it's no crisis. It's not like I'm picking up broads in it. I just want to drive fast and I don't feel any different now than I did when I was in my 30s. I'm the same. I still laugh at fart jokes and still do all that stuff. Still,
how's your
knees feel? The same?
My knee. One time a girl was like, "You're only as old as you feel." I'm like, "Well, I feel 78, so that's not nearly." There's no way I want to hear that. So yeah, my knee's not loving life. And it's so funny you said that, Carmen. I was going up the stairs last night, and every step I went, Oh, by the way, Gio, I went for the ultrasound yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I would have rather have a full-on finger in the tuchus.
What?
Oh,
It was the most emasculating. I think because you had an old foreign lady and I had a
Jill
young
loved
hot
it.
girl.
Yeah.
My young hot girl was like, "All right, can you lift your shirt up?" And I lifted it up, and then she squirt. Why are you laughing?
They squirt the sauce on.
But they heat up the sauce now. It wasn't cold.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
nice.
I told
Yeah.
you. It felt great.
They actually put marinara on them.
Yeah.
They squeeze the gel on, and then this woman's just riding over my gelser with this wand and squishing my squishy places. And I'm like, this is what. So finally, how many of these do you do a day? And she's like, like 15 to 20. And she's like, why? I go, because it's totally awkward for me, and you don't care about it at all. And she goes, no, I don't. I've seen.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. She's still like, can you turn on your side? And then she get on my side. And she's like, and I'm like, ugh. And I wanted so badly to go, is it a boy?
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it.
I enjoyed the one.
Sarah, pick up your white New Balance and leave.
Yeah. Then at the end, she threw a towel on my belly that's covered in that. It looks like somebody just all over it.
She's like, here, clean yourself up.
Money's on the table.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm going to schedule another.
I cleaned it up, and then I had to go to the bathroom because I still felt it. So I basically had to get naked in the bathroom and then re-wipe up in the bath. Oh, it was gross.
Where did they wand you?
On my belly.
Yeah, that's where they did me too. It was nice.
Yeah, I didn't think it was nice at all. It was nothing about it.
Gee, it took a nap while it was happening.
I felt like the woman doing it had she felt like ick. Like she was like when she was doing it,
I'd like to schedule one once a week if I could.
So,
Yeah.
Go get waxed.
I just want to get your belly rubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Make it a Friday night.
It's so funny you say that because we were talking about Jack Shacks, and I'll be like, I'll be honest with you, I just want somebody who's not judging me to rub my hairy back. That's all I care about. I don't even want to ask my wife to rub my back because I get it. It's gross. I got Italian splotchy hairy back. It's no good.
I tried to take the gel stuff with me. I'm like, can I take this bottle here and take it home?
Does it warm up the more you rub it?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. All right, let's take a break. It's going to be a good show. We got a brand new open letter coming up at 8 o'clock. Ethan Supley is going to join us at 8:30. And we got a whole bunch of stuff to give away, including tickets for, I don't know, Carmen will tell us when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone. Ethan is going to be at MegaCon this weekend, which I'm really considering going to. Are you going?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I want to go.
All right. What sucks is the Back to the Future
Yes.
is on Thursday.
Oh,
Which
really?
they're smart because they want you to go to all the days.
yeah.
Yeah, but the Back to the Future thing is on Thursday.
I know that Ethan has been in a bunch of different movies. Has he been in a superhero movie at all, or what is he?
No, it gets even better with this. So he's there with Jason Lee, Jamie Presley.
He was in Mallrats.
Yeah,
but he's they have a My Name is Earl photo op.
Oh, nice.
And then they have a Mallrats photo op because Sharon Darty going to be there too.
Yeah, she's going to be there.
That's going to be cool.
My Name is Earl was a great show.
Yeah.
I really like that show.
funny.
I watch that show all the time.
When Joey was like 6 years old, we spent a couple of days in Orlando going to Disney World and Universal and all that stuff. And one day I woke up and I saw that MegaCon was there, and I didn't really know. I knew it was a con, but I didn't really know about it. And I said to my wife, I go, do you want to go? And she's not really, but I'll go to the pool and hang out while you guys go. I said, okay. So Joey was big into superheroes. So I get him and we go over there, and it was great because he had a little Green Lantern shirt on, and and all the people are dressed up. So he took pictures of all the people. But we get there, and the line to get in is a mile long. I mean, it's so long where I was like, oh, we're not waiting.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, and then it was. I'm sorry, I wasn't line to get. It was line to get tickets. It was a mile long, and I'm like, I'm not waiting on that line just to get tickets to. I mean, it would have taken me an hour to get on the line. So I was standing by a door that people were walking out of that appeared to be to the convention. So I just grabbed Joey's hand and just walked right into the convention. Just kept going. I just walked and kept walking, and Joey was like, "Do we need tickets?" I go, "Shut up, just keep walking." And we snuck into the convention the first time. And that's when we walked around, and he took pictures with Thor and Superman and all that. It was great. That's when the guy, the writer, hit on me. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
he
for
hit
sure.
on me. Yeah. And we had a ball. It was a great time, but I really didn't understand. I bought a bunch of things, but I really didn't understand the whole Comic-Con thing.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know who was there. With the kid was there. Draco Malfoy was there. I saw him. We met David Prowse, who played Darth Vader. And we got his autograph and a couple other people, but it was cool. But now when you look at it and you see the people, and they got the whole Back to the Future cast, including Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
They've got
the entire cast of Entourage is there.
My guy Andy, who I got the Back to the Future thing for you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he goes there. So he does private signings with Michael J. Fox and those guys. So what they'll do is Comic-Con will say, hey, Thursday, meet the whole cast. It's $250 or whatever they charge for it. But then on Thursday when they're done, they'll go to the hotel room, and then guys like Andy will book an hour of signing with them, and they probably do a dozen of them, maybe more, and each one of them pays them $50,000. So they're like making so much money off of these Comic-Cons. The entire cast of Entourage would be a pretty cool picture to have, you and the entire cast of Entourage, but I just can't bring myself to pay for a picture with somebody. I just, unless it was like that Back to the Future thing, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's
the Back to the Future thing was expensive because it was literally Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, Biff, Tom Wilson, and Leah Thompson.
And I remember we met Leah Thompson one time at the Comic-Con because Joey was little and he was big into Back to the Future. And first of all, she looked great, and like she really had her face held up. She looked great, and she was so enamored by Joey because he was so little and cute at the time. And then she was like, "Does he?" I go, "He loves it. He loves it." I go, "It's unbelievable how many times he wants to watch it over and over," and she couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fun time. So anyway, that we were there by accident. This weekend, my cousin Jill's supposed to come into town. She's been talking about it since before Christmas last year, and it's this weekend, and I haven't heard from her. So I don't really know if there's any plans. And I was supposed to go.
Family.
Well, I was supposed to go to Orlando to Disney with them, but I haven't heard anything. But I know she's going to call me Friday and be like, "What's up? We go to Disney?" And I know it. But if not, I may go on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should go Friday when we get. Oh, you can't.
Nah, Friday. If I go, I think I'm going Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Joe and I can go on Friday.
Did you hear what Gio just said there? He said, if I go, I'm probably going to go Sunday.
I'm going.
Right.
I'm going. I know.
Like I would like to go. I'm
Exactly.
planning on going, but it might not happen.
That's a normal person talking over there.
So I talked to my wife, and we don't really have anything to do this weekend. And
Why don't you go monkey shopping?
I already got the paperwork filled out. I have nothing on Friday. Friday I got a free night. Friday is like when you throw a pass and there's a encroachment. You know you have a free pass. My wife is going to some sort of volleyball clinic or something with my daughter, so I'm like, I gotta go do something fun Friday.
Are you just getting a monkey in hopes of throwing up a date in the air and he snatches it away so you don't eat a poison date?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Jones.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dates, Indy.
I forgot about that. No. I'll eat the poison date before my monkey will. And then Saturday I got nothing. So Saturday would be a good day to go. Why can't you go Saturday?
Soccer.
You don't play soccer.
Yeah.
You can't
Gio's
miss
got a
one
big
soccer
tournament.
game.
Oh, I mean, I'd prefer not.
Oh, Jesus.
You know,
Yeah.
the Entourage thing, that's on Thursday too.
Yeah.
They're really trying to suck you in to get the on Thursday.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. This is where I decided last night. I'm like, MegaCon would be cool, but I'm not taking pictures of anybody, and I'm not waiting in line to meet celebrities and all that stuff. So then, really, what am I going for?
The art.
So I gotta come up with another picture of Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to MegaCon many years. It's as far as like Funko Pops, it's just tons and tons and tons.
I know,
Everything.
but I pretty much have all the ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Hot chicks that are dressed up.
I'll
as
see you there
superheroes.
Saturday.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, it is a fun time.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
maybe.
a lot. It's a lot of people though. The last year it was so packed we left quite early.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah,
way too
On
packed.
Saturday, it's also usually the busiest day, and it got to the point where you could barely even walk down the
Oh,
aisles
really?
because there was so many
And
people.
for those reasons, I'm out. Thank
Yeah,
you, Joe. You just
yeah.
made it a lot easier.
Sunday
for me.
a little bit less, so I think we'll do that.
It would be fun to walk in somewhere again, holding some clipboards, and then end up on the stage with a bunch of people. I
That
think the
was
last time.
crazy.
Yeah. That was so
Do you know
scary.
about that? We snuck into the Tampa one, and we parked. I don't know where we
It
parked.
was like a loading bay.
Yeah. And then we snuck in through the loading deck, went through a kitchen.
Yeah.
We're just walking through. People are looking at us. We're going through. This is here in Tampa. It's
You
like,
remember
Like
he-
Goodfellas.
he grabbed. So we're walking by him. They're preparing food, and he grabs a cookie off the thing, and I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, you got to act like you've been here." And
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
"Oh,
yeah, but we walk through. Now we're hearing voices, but we can't tell where we are. And there's a curtain, and we come around the curtain to enter the thing. And there's an entire crowd there staring at us, like waiting for somebody to come speak. And
Yeah.
we're like, hey, and the cops see us, and we're like, Good job. Keep the place secret. We walked
You're
right
like
past
Henry
them.
walking through the kitchen.
Yeah. We had tickets, but we just didn't. We went in the wrong door,
Yeah.
so it didn't really
Yeah.
matter.
And when
was
you grab the cookie, you have to say something like, "Tell Gary I'll be back at 9 to
Yeah.
get the thing."
Oh,
You
I
know?
grabbed that cookie and I go, "There's 6 chips in each
Yeah.
cookie."
Look at your muffin and look at mine. There was kids that did that. They did a thing where they were like, if you carry a ladder, you can get in anywhere. And they went in with the ladder, and people were just like, I don't know,
Dude,
'cause they look like they're working.
I went to St. Leo in 1989. There was a kid who was older than me, but he was a big dude with blonde hair. He played in a band, and every weekend he had to leave to go to the Rocket Club. And like he'd leave on Friday, he was like, "Oh, we got a gig at the Rocket Club," and he'd leave out there because I think he did roadie stuff for other bands. And in his dorm, on his wall, is a picture of him and Bon Jovi, who was my favorite band at the time. And I was like, "How did you meet Bon Jovi?" He goes, "Oh, I'll show you." And he brings out more pictures. He's wearing a yellow jacket that says event on it, and he carried a spool of cable on his shoulder, and he just walked in.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
I love it.
He goes, he just put the
What?
cable on my arm, wore a yellow jacket, and just walked in until I saw him. Saw him take a
Awesome.
picture with him. Yeah, it was great. All right, let's give some stuff away. Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
We have tickets for Brooks and Dunn, Bob Dylan, Parker McCollum, Pantera, and Travis Scott, which is tonight.
Tonight, if you win them, you go tonight. You get tickets to go see Travis Scott. And the good thing is they're upper deck tickets, so you don't have to worry about getting trampled.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go.
Come on.
Wow.
I'm clicking.
Uh-oh.
Clicking.
Hold on.
Oh, they're clicking her beans.
It's falling apart over here.
Uh-oh. Are ants still in the computer?
And yes.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, wait, did you win yesterday?
Nobody won.
Nobody won. It was a
No,
wash.
Oh, yeah.
We
But-
canceled it out.
Yeah, but I did
So
win the
today's
prior.
worth 2.
So, all right, yeah.
Ooh, should we do that?
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody good with that?
So
Monday's worth 2?
If I win, that'll be 3 in a row. for
That's
me.
fine. I'm good with
okay,
that.
You're not
All
going
right.
to.
All right. Carmen is keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Today is worth 2 points. First time we ever had a disqualification one, and
Mhm.
first time we're doing 2 points. All right.
Are you going
Carmen.
to keep track of your score? Because as we found out
trust Joe.
yesterday, oh, geez.
Oh, geez.
Sure.
Trust the science.
Yeah, just science.
What are we playing today, Carmen?
All right. Well, to make up for yesterday, we're gonna do extremely hard math.
No.
I'm
Ah,
kidding.
Well done.
I'm out.
No, we're gonna do famous people that have J names.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
And it is. I'll give you it goes like JA, JB. Okay. So I'm gonna give you that. Give you the hint. You're
And you
giving me the
need
person.
full name or just last name?
I need full name.
Okay. Making sure.
Oh, you
Yes,
going to buy the
first-
paper or not?
Yes. First and last name is what I need.
All right.
Your first one, J.A. English actress, best known for her role in Mary Poppins.
Julie Andrews.
Yes. Geo.
Oh, I thought it was like Jane.
Yeah.
J.A. Okay, I get you.
J.B.
Jack Black.
Former senator from Delaware.
Joe Biden.
Spanish. J.C. This comedian has played everyone from Ace
John Candy.
Ventura.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Galvin. J.D. The movie Public Enemies was
John
made
Dillinger.
about him. What'd you say?
John Dillinger.
Correct.
Played by.
Johnny Depp.
I don't know that. J.E. She played Dharma on the sitcom Dharma
Jenna-
and Greg.
Jen Elfman.
Elfman.
Galvin. J.F. He played cross-dressing Corporal Maxwell Q.
Jimmy Farr.
Oh, my dad.
How do you not get it?
He's going to be there this weekend, too. I'm going to
Mike.
call him.
In a dress.
Yeah.
Mike Calta. J.G. This former Alias star was married to Ben Affleck.
Jeffrey
Jimmy
Garner.
Farr.
Galvin. J.H. He directed Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
John Hughes.
Galvin. J.I. Spanish singer who has
Julio
sold
Iglesias.
Mike Calta. J.J. She famously had a wardrobe malfunction
Jim
during
Mason.
Mike Calta.
I know these.
I know, right?
J.K. Late night talk show host once
John-
hosted
Jimmy Kimmel.
Galvin.
Should have just said crybaby.
J.L. This star of Anaconda and
Jennifer
Selena,
Lopez.
Galvin, and Pat Pat.
He's crushing us.
Man,
We're halfway there.
It wasn't Ice Cube.
Spanish and Gio both have a single solitary point. Michael with 3, and Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning with 7.
Oh, man, come on.
All right, you guys are naming the famous J people. I need full names. Your next one, J.M., Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and leader of the Conservative Party from 1990 to 1997.
Prime Minister of what?
Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Oh, man.
Julio Martin.
John Montgomery.
John Major.
John Major, correct. Mike Calta.
That's what I meant.
J.N., the Golden Bear. He holds
Jack
the
Nicklaus.
Mike Calta. J.O., this former Law and Order star once tried to put Baby in a corner.
Oh, what is his name?
Oh.
John Oates.
J.O.
Jerry Orbach.
Jerry Orbach.
Galvin.
I said Ornoff.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's some
Mike-
integrity right there.
Integrity,
I have
Mike.
integrity.
Thank you.
Mike Calta
I'll take
gets the
that point.
point. J.P.,
Javier Poussoir. Come on.
influential American artist. Major
Jackson Pollock.
Galvin. J.Q., actor best known
John
for his
Quinn. Nope. John
for his role of Chola in Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can.
John Quincy. No, what is his name?
John Quince.
I
John Quaid.
Quaid. Is that the guy that looks like a weird Tim Conway? I think it is. Remember Clint Eastwood's buddy in
don't know.
those
I can't
movies?
picture him.
All right.
Oh, I know who you mean. Yeah.
All right, your next one, J.R., author of Harry Potter series.
J.K.
J.K.
Rowling.
Rowling.
Spanish. J.S., a recluse most of his life, he penned one of the most famous novels ever,
Oh,
Catcher in the Rye.
yeah, that
John
is-
Salinger. No.
J.D. Salinger.
Mike Calta.
Thank
I mean, what's his name?
Jack.
Yeah, short for John.
It said J.D. though.
I know.
J.T., this
Justin
welcome,
Timberlake.
this welcome back Cotter
John
star,
Travolta.
sir, Mike Calta. J.U., quarterback
Johnny
for
Johnny
Unitas.
Johnny Unitas.
Mike Calta and Pat Pat.
Oh,
thank
no.
God. Thank
We're on
God.
the last
Integrity, they have
three.
screwed me.
Gio still with that single solitary point. Spanish doubling that with 2. Galvin with 8.
Oh, no.
And Michael with 9.
Oh!
Right.
Integrity.
Yeah.
It was a good comeback, though.
All right, here we go.
What is
All
it,
right.
Johnny?
Anyone's game.
Justin
Famous,
Timberlake.
famous J people. We are on JV.
Jay-Z. Damn it.
JV.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
I said JV.
Is that my answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. This former WWF wrestler was also a governor of Minnesota.
Ventura.
Mike Calta. JW. 10-time NCAA champion coach for the UCLA. Galvin.
I know my
And-
basketball coaches. College.
And your last
Oh, no,
one.
I need this. I need this, right? Yes.
Yes.
You can tie
What's
here,
the
Galvin.
letters?
JY. The co-founder and CEO of Yahoo, or the 2007 World Series of Poker champion. JY.
Jackson Yahoo.
Joseph Yurtsky.
Joe Young.
Jerry Yang.
Yeah.
Is that the last one?
Sorry,
was.
John. Oh, it was? Yeah, yeah. Oh,
that can't be. The
So
last.
there's no tiebreaker.
No, I haven't.
What
haven't-
just happened?
That can't be the last one.
That
The
is-
last one.
I don't feel like that was the last
Yeah,
one.
that's a
I
bad-
have
that's a
an
bad
ex-
last one.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
but let's make me the winner first. And then
Right.
you can play your extra
it's
game.
just a-
You're gonna end on that.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
wow.
Pretty anti.
Well, maybe you should know who the founder of Yahoo is.
Yeah, Johnny Yang. I'll know forever.
Now you know.
Not
Thank
famous.
Teaching you things.
Thank you.
Your final score: Gio with 1
Too
point,
bad.
Spanish with
Two bad
2,
ones in a row.
Galvin with 9, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 10.
I feel like it was fixed.
That's 2 in a row.
That is 2 in a row. You are officially on a streak, Michael.
Different host. Yeah.
What happened?
What's the year total, Spanish?
The year totals.
The year totals.
The year totals.
Good luck with puberty.
Yeah, I am in last with 2 wins for the year.
Last. Suck it. Loser.
Gio is in third with 3 wins for the
Goddamn
year.
right.
Someone's bitter.
Galvin has doubled that with 6 wins for the year, and Michael is in the lead with 3 wins with a total of 9.
He has 3 wins.
Well, he's in the lead with 3
Did
wins.
you count my 2 for today?
No. You don't get. Oh, I guess that would go towards your.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
What an idiot.
That-
Jesus.
I'm glad I said it as a joke.
Yeah.
I'm glad I said something.
All right.
Like, you're worse than Joe.
All right.
Oh wait.
You got 10 wins. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What place am I again?
I doubled everybody. I got
Yeah,
double
no, you're
digits.
very close to
I don't know
doubling.
whether you know how
Yeah.
doubling works.
I got 2 digits. You have 1. I doubled you.
No, that's
Yep,
not
That's
how.
official. Yeah.
Where am I at again?
It's
Above
in the
you?
books. You're
Got it
yeah.
now.
You buy 1. You're in third.
No, good.
Celebrate it.
Yeah. Celebrate it now, lummox.
All right.
I am hearing some rumors and speculation about this band,
Not
AC/DC.
gay. Oh, okay.
No. I'm hearing that AC/DC will tour in 2024.
So that's Brian Johnson back. His ears are good. Everything's working good. He sounds great. Angus Young. Malcolm is dead,
Malcolm is dead, so they have Steve,
who looks like Malcolm.
cousin, Steve
Right.
Young.
Just a bunch of small people in the Young family. And he's played with them for a while now.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't really matter who's on drums, rather. It's Phil Rudd or whoever.
Well,
it is.
Phil Rudd was, and then I think they got what's his name, the bald guy. I can't think of his
Yeah, the
name.
guy
They
who
played
was on
with.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah,
Phil
yeah.
Collins.
No. But that's the guy who may not be, isn't going to be with them, is Cliff Williams. He said he's not going to tour
Cliff
with
is
them again.
done?
Yeah,
I'm available.
he had said that, and then he came back and played that little stint that they did, and then they had Axel singing and doing that stuff. But supposedly they're going to make an announcement, so it must be a bass player that people know.
I'm available. I can play AC/DC songs.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum. It's very easy.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. I mean, listen, Cliff's a great bass player, very pocket
Yeah,
bass player.
Super
like he-
nice guy.
you
Lives
know,
here.
And but it sounds like it's going to be somebody that we know. So I don't know who that's going to be.
Doesn't have to be a great bass player.
But you think of like they got Axel to fill in before. Do they get Duff to come and play?
No,
Do they get
I don't think you need somebody like that. You just need somebody that
right? But the fact that they're making an announcement makes me think it's
an
somebody.
announcement to say who it is. Just maybe one of the other Tiny Young members. Angus's other cousin Louis.
Could be, but I feel like it's somebody that we're going to know.
Okay,
Somebody who's an existing bass player in another band or something. Yeah, they don't need Billy Sheehan.
right?
Like Billy Sheehan would be like, all right, I'm very bored now.
Yeah.
3 songs in and I fell asleep twice.
I haven't used these 3 strings on the bottom at all.
Yeah. There's no tapping.
That's interesting. I'd like to see. Who
So
it's
we'll
gonna
see
be
what
too.
happens. Yeah, but it looks like AC/DC going to tour in 2024.
What
which would be
if
great.
Brian Johnson calls you, Mike, and he's like, "Me son, could you play bass on me one song?
I leave this show in the dust. to
Yeah,
go do that.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Just one song. All right.
Just one. Oh, just one song.
Just one.
I can play other songs.
Yeah, start
Whatever.
with one.
Whatever. I mean, clearly we're joking, but I would love to just sit in a practice with them. Are you kidding me? It'd be great.
So I watched this documentary. What was it called? My Stupid Band or something like that, where there was this guy who was a guitar player and he played in like cover bands, and then he decided I'm going to do like a tribute band. Like I'm going to do band. One of his favorite band was Cheap Trick, so he did a Cheap Trick tribute band, and they started getting gigs and booking and doing stuff. And he was like, oh, that's fun. And then he saw some other bands and he was like, you know what? AC/DC would be cool because everybody loves AC/DC. So he started doing AC/DC. And then he got this singer who was kind of a drunk, but a great singer. Like he just worked well, whatever. And they, got fights and different members and this and that. But they were really popular for a while. They were like the biggest AC/DC tribute band. That guy got a call from AC/DC to come and try out for him when Brian had his hearing problems and stuff before
Really?
Yeah. And he went with them. So the guitar player went with them because he was like, I need somebody to be with me and do this, whatever. And he said it was so amazing. And the guys were so nice. and that they did like 2 hours of just jamming AC/DC stuff just with the singer.
Yeah.
And they were all really impressed and everything was going good. But then they announced that they got Axl. And it's like, yeah, this guy may be great and sounds great, but nobody knows who he is. If you get Axl Rose, you have a whole nother group of people coming to see you and stuff. But he said it was just such a cool experience. But it was on Prime or something. It was
the Axl thing. By the way, My Stupid Band would be the greatest name for a documentary.
I really think that's what it was. It was something like that. My Stupid Band or My Stupid Cover Band.
The idea of Axl was dumb to me because I don't know the inner workings of the band and who gets along and who doesn't. But it seems like they just treated Brian Johnson really bad. But Brian doesn't have anything bad to say about it. So maybe they didn't. Maybe it's just, I think that they were excited at the opportunity to go out and sing songs that they didn't get to play that were in Axl's range and that weren't in Brian. So I think that probably was fun for them for a year and say, hey, let's go do that. That'd be, if you told me that they were playing at the Hard Rock with Axl, I might go check that out. But I'm not going to see AC/DC. I'm just going to see this weird supergroup, you know?
Yeah.
So whatever. I love Brian Johnson. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet ever. And the idea that he's a huge rock star is amazing. I listened yesterday. I was listening to the live album where he is singing old Bon Scott songs, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool here.
The name of the movie, the documentary, is My Stupid Tribute Band.
Oh, that's hilarious.
yeah,
which is what we were going to call Pitbull Top.
It's interesting. I think I watched it on Prime, and it was just an interesting thing to watch. They were based out of Dallas.
Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. If you stopped into Pelt Shoes, well, if you hear my voice, they're probably near a Pelt Shoes right now.
I know where there is one.
They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. You can stop in there, check out all the different brands and styles. And the good thing about it, you don't have to wait around for shipping or anything like that. They have them all right there in stock, ready to go. And they have the Pelts Fit experts in there that are going to make sure you're getting the proper fitting shoe. You want something that has a wide toe box like I like. Carmen loves it now. Mike's been wearing the Ultras. They have those there. They've got New Balance. They've got Brooks on running. They have the UFOS recovery sandals. And it's not just for running, though. They have everything, whether you need shoes for your kids, you need something to dress up to go out for Valentine's Day or something, heels, boots, all kind of stuff there. So stop into Pelts and get your shoes there. Pelt Shoes, get them at Pelts.
There's a Pelts over by the original Hooters in Clearwater. I know because I went there this weekend. When I went to Buff City to buy this delicious candle.
Oh, yeah?
You go to Buff City and you get a candle, buy every one of them because next time you go in, they're like, oh, no, that was limited. We don't make it anymore.
What is that flavor profile that you have there?
I don't remember, but it's just delish.
I remember the station I used to work for, one of the girls brought in a candle, and it was cucumber and melon, and I go, that's not. Oh, that is
delightful.
I like that. I do that a lot, where I'm like, that's not going to know that. I remember I got a salad one time, and they put cranberries in it, and I was like, I mean, come on.
Can we smell this?
That works with the goat cheese.
Can we smell this?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, my goodness.
Is that the Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be on there?
Yeah. Just my wife took a video of me. She thought it was so funny. It was me walking around smelling soaps in Buff City this weekend. I go, I don't know why that's funny to you. That's what people do.
You know, it's a good smell when you want to bite it, and you know that you shouldn't. Like a marker or soap or whatever it is. You just.
That's what I told Juliana. I'm like, smell this, but don't bite it.
Yeah, don't bite it. Don't bite it. House Republicans voted to advance their impeachment articles against Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, moving closer to taking the rare step of impeaching a cabinet official. The move sets up a vote on the articles by the full House of Representatives, though the date of that vote has not been set. The House of Homeland Security Committee considers its resolution claiming Mayorkas has committed high crimes and misdemeanors for his handling of the southern border, even though a number of constitutional experts have said the evidence does not reach that high bar. The controversial move could make Mayorkas the first cabinet secretary to be impeached in nearly 150 years.
Remember when everybody used to talk about Nixon resigning and they talk about impeachment? Like, remember that one time in Nixon, impeachment? Remember that one? And now it's like every term somebody gets impeached.
Yeah.
So somebody's voted to be. Then you find out you can impeach a guy twice and he still stays in office. And you're like,
now it's like, this guy had his hair parted on the wrong side. Impeach him.
We impeach your guy. We're going to impeach your guy now.
I'm shocked that more people weren't impeached with the Russiagate stuff, how they had all those people signed that document that said it was real.
Right.
It wasn't misinformation.
Oh,
And then they found out, and then
Yeah.
they found out it was all misinformation and nothing happened whatsoever.
Big deal.
Well,
yeah,
We
right.
sign a bunch of lies every day.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Listen, see if Trump gets back in power, see whether they get impeached.
Yeah.
If they're still there,
He
you know
should
what I
be
mean?
arrested. I mean, that's in my opinion, that's a big crime. You just lied to all the American people.
It's wild.
That's, I think, is going to be the worst part if Trump is elected again, is that he's going to take out personal vendettas.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think that's going to occupy. I mean, there's some people that deserve some stuff, but it's going to be too much based on his personal revenge than it is about the good of the country.
And just wasting our money.
Were you one of those people that were all fired up about the government getting rid of gas stoves?
No, I have a gas stove, and I'd be willing to use my gun to defend my gas
Yeah.
stove.
Oh, really?
Oh, Galvin, if you've had an electric stove and a gas stove, it's a world of a difference if you
Yeah.
cook on it. Yeah.
Well, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Tell you that.
Yeah.
Department of Energy announced its new energy efficiency standards, and 97% of gas stoves already meet the new standards. However, some electric stoves will need to be improved. Oh, you don't take my electric stove.
Yeah.
Which one are you taking, gas or electric? Gas. No.
Yeah.
Electric. No.
Listen, I got a gas stove. I got a gas grill. I like my gas.
Yeah.
I'm willing to fight for it.
Well, America provides most of the natural gas for the world right now
Thank
because
you.
we may have done something to a pipeline in Russia, but
Oh,
you
well,
know,
you
that's
know,
all
I
here,
don't know what
neither
you're
here nor
talking
there.
about.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. Anybody been playing the scratch offs at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a little bit.
I won here and there, $20.
So I went the other day and turned in some of my other ones and had won like $65 on, I don't know, over $1,000 worth. So real good return on that. No, I'm kidding, not 1,000, but more than 60, I can tell you. So I was like, all right, give me one of those $30 ones.
Whoa.
Yeah, try one of those. Yeah, moving up in the world. $30 won. $30. That's the worst. And then you're out in your car and you're like, this isn't even worth walking back in.
Toss it out the window.
Put it in the
I
visor.
I'll keep it, but I'm saying like you paid 30, you
Yeah.
got 30.
I want the 5
Nothing
million.
happened. But a Seminole County man had a spectacular day of playing the Florida Lottery. Florida Lottery announced that Antonio Redden claimed the $1 million prize in its $1 million a year for Life Spectacular. So he didn't hit the jackpot where he's getting the 7-figure check every year, but he did get the jackpot for $1 million. So he hit that, so he will receive $640,000
Hell
from
yeah.
the
Good
lottery.
for him. That's
Yeah.
nice. Little.
Not too shabby. $640,000. You get $640,000 in one lump and just get to put it in your bank. You're like, okay,
Finally.
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Go on a nice vacation and not have to worry about anything while you're out there. You can buy whatever you want, any food, any place you want to go.
It's a good feeling.
I love it. A 60-year-old woman in New Hampshire is lucky to be alive after she was thrown into a garbage truck and compacted at least 4 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she apparently fell into a dumpster while taking out her own trash. And then they picked up that dumpster, put it in the
What?
truck, and then compacted her.
Oh my! And how did she not get crushed?
I don't know.
Too much trash.
Yeah, there was stuff in there that stopped her or whatever. I don't know. She
yeah.
grabbed the 2x4.
Oh, how did they not hear her screaming for her life?
I'll tell you how. Yeah, all that noise.
What a nightmare.
Plus,
dude.
I imagine every garbage truck driver is just jamming Slayer in
Yep.
earbuds. Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
think that I would enjoy being the driver
Yes.
of a garbage truck where I don't have to talk to the rest of the guys on the truck, and I just put my headphones on and I just drive.
Are you driving the truck with the guy on the back, or the ones now where they have it's just you and then
Robot
an
arm.
arm?
The
Yeah.
guy in the back. I don't want to have anything to do with drive
All
the
right,
car.
okay. Okay. All right.
I'm old now. I'm
Yeah.
in my 60s, and my job is to just drive the
Yeah.
truck. That's all I want to do.
The robot arm is pretty impressive.
It's so awesome.
The things that they can do with a front end loader
Yep.
and the different stuff, it's unbelievable. Did you ever see the one where the little kid has a dump truck? The little kid is out there. There's a construction site, and the parents have the kid, so it's not like the kid's just walking around on the construction site, but he has like a little dump truck, and he's over there like, I'm helping too, whatever. And the guy with the front loader, big giant thing, whatever, scoops up dirt and goes over to this little tiny little truck
Yeah,
and
I
goes,
saw that.
boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
and dumps dirt into the back of the kid's truck.
Yeah.
And like doesn't spill a drop of it. Yeah. It's
That's
really
impressive.
Oh,
impressive.
you want to
Yeah,
know what you
yeah.
can do with a front loader? You can take Love Tiger's bike and destroy it and break it down to the size of a tuna can and leave the horn on it. Yeah, we did that one time.
Oh, it's a shame. 39-year-old woman in Colorado just found out she's running for president.
Hey,
She
got my vote.
No, she's not happy about it at all. Her name is Crystal Gable, and she's a marijuana activist. The Legal Marijuana Now Party put her name on the ballot in Minnesota without her permission, but now it's too late to change. So, President Crystal,
Dude,
here we go.
How wild would that be?
If she actually
And
won.
they all vote her in.
Dude, yeah, and she's just like, I guess I'm president now.
Mhm.
Oh, the movies. The
Oh,
woman who didn't want to be
yeah.
president.
Oh, the pot. We'll all be smoking pot at the
Yeah.
inauguration.
Woo.
Be like, woo,
Yeah.
party. Way to go, Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal. Crystal Light.
You shut the whole show
Oh,
down.
no,
with that.
just
You
let it-
shut the whole
let it
show
die.
down. with it. I don't
Let
want
it
people to
die.
think they broke their radios.
Oh, it's so bad.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Joe,
Yes.
maybe. I don't know. Gio, how is dry January going?
Oh.
Anybody doing it?
Oh,
Gio's not doing
fantastic.
dry January.
I know Gio is, getting the scans and doing the green tea, maybe
Look at
trying to
him.
be healthier.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Yes,
I-
yes,
I
yes is
agree.
your answer to how is dry January going?
I agree totally.
Good news, it's either over tomorrow or you already started drinking again.
Wait a second, Joe. You're not doing dry January.
Oh, has him
Oh,
drink a
no.
drop.
Yeah, definitely
Don't
not. I mean,
lie.
it's been a very wet January for me. I'm not lying.
I heard.
Moist January.
It's been moist.
I heard you had a meeting the other day about video
Yeah,
and did 3 shots during that meeting.
that's right.
That's what I love about Joe. Joe never goes, "What?" That's
No,
right.
yeah, I did.
Confirmed.
That's confirmed.
Oh, good for you, Joe.
All right.
No,
Keep it going.
actually, I have been drinking a lot less though. So
Well,
you know,
You did 3 shots
That's a
in one
lot
meeting.
less.
yeah, that's not
Normally it
6.
does 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dietitian broke down the 2 biggest tips when it comes to choosing a healthier beverage. So maybe you want to keep drinking, but you want to be a little healthier. Always be looking for drinks that are lower in sugar and higher in healthy ingredients. Here are some of the different stuff that they say. Hard seltzers. Most are just sparkling water with clear liquor like tequila or vodka. So just look for one that doesn't add sugar to it,
Alright.
and that works out for you. I had heard, who was it? One of the human biologists.
I'm drinking for taste when I drink
yeah.
a drink. Like I'm not drinking to get loaded.
Oh,
Except
wow.
sometimes when you go out and you're smashing Bud Lights so you
Yeah.
can get a little buzz or whatever. But if I drink, if I go out to dinner and I want an old fashioned, I want something that has some taste in it. So
Yeah.
I'm not drinking selcer with a
Well, the thing, if you're
Shot of
if you're
vodka.
trying to be healthy,
yeah,
if you're
yeah, I
trying to be
know, but
healthy.
even that,
Huberman?
not
And most
Huberman, the
people-
other guy. What is his name?
I can't remember now.
Yeah.
And those seltzers have added sugar.
Well,
some of
if
them.
No,
you,
a lot
if
of
you
them
listen to
don't.
the story, Joe, that I just said, just look for the ones with no added sugar.
he was
Okay.
too busy admitting his alcoholism
Yeah.
earlier. He,
Yeah.
he got
Mhm.
confused.
What,
I just
tequila
stick to
neat.
tequila.
Yeah.
But one of the guys said the tequila is the best
Tequila
because
neat,
agave
yeah.
and
Mhm.
yeah, it's
It's
a lot of
delicious.
stuff.
That Casamigos tequila is so good.
Is it the drink straight?
Yeah, the añejo, yeah.
Grammatica's wife turned my wife on to the espresso martini
Oh.
with the tequila. Yeah. My wife was in California visiting one of her friends, and I get a text. What was that tequila? What's the drink? And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh boy,
So good.
party time. Red wine, they say, is another good one. It's chock full of antioxidants, which can reduce inflammation and help prevent cancer and heart disease. So you're not really getting drunk; you're being healthy.
Yeah.
Bloody Marys. Tomato juice typically doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. Plus, what other alcohol drink comes with celery? That's
Yeah.
a good, it's
Some
good for
olives.
it.
No.
And
Makes you feel
vodka.
healthy.
Vodka doesn't have a lot
Yeah.
of the different stuff.
A
in there.
rib from some places.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Bacon.
cheeseburger,
Yeah.
a piece of chicken, a slice of pizza,
Okay.
yeah, all the different stuff.
Little Mexican girl.
And then, how about this, Joe?
Hmm.
Hottie toddies.
Oh,
You have a hottie toddy?
Those are
Anybody have this?
delicious.
It's just hot water, lemon, honey, and then you can
So
use whiskey or rum,
Bourbon,
depending
yeah.
on what you want to do. Yeah.
Ooh.
Use rum or
would
dark
be-
rum.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
Butter rum.
Listen to you,
Yeah.
alcoholics,
Yeah.
trying
I
to
mean,
get
it's-
excited
hey,
over a different
Michael,
way to
it's
drink
chilly
from.
outside.
Yeah.
You gotta have a hottie toddy.
Hottie toddy.
Hottie
You
toddy.
know?
You don't really.
You hear this voice? I need something to help it clear out.
You know what you do? Cinnamon stick. Start with cinnamon
Oh.
stick.
I do need to just.
We got a
text
cinnamon
you
broom. We
before.
just use that.
Follow me for more recipes.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I would recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are some of the different ones. Also, the best way is not drinking.
Well,
alcohol.
yeah, that's good.
I had that
Point.
old fashioned at Burns, and that's all I can think about now.
They're
Like
really
I actually
good.
want to go hang out at the bar now.
Yeah.
Do they smoke the glass and do all that stuff?
They
or-
didn't do it on this one, and it was still
Yeah.
delicious. And I like a little smoky.
They
Yeah.
use those really good maraschino cherries over there. Do they pour a little bit of the sauce in?
I don't think
when
they're
they-
maraschino cherries.
Are you
They
sure?
are little cherries,
Yeah?
but I don't think they're
All
maraschino.
right. Okay. Maybe I'm
Look
wrong.
it up in Cherry's magazine that you that you read.
Remember Pecan Fancy?
Yeah.
I would get all these magazines sent to my mailbox at work, and I'm walking around with a magazine, and Gowan's like, "Are you reading Pecan Fancy magazine?" I go, "I wouldn't say I'm reading it."
Cherry's Jubilee over here. That was weird. No points. I don't think so. Cheetah Rivera
Came up in my people to pick.
Yeah.
list, yeah.
Iconic performer of stage and screen with credits including Chicago, Kiss of the Spider Woman, Sweet Charity. She died 91 years old. So good long life for Cheetah Rivera.
It's a good life.
Dead at 91 years old. Another person that died that I don't know. We'd have to probably rule on this if somebody had picked this person because not famous, but married to us, certainly a very famous person. Melinda Ledbetter Wilson, the wife of Beach Boys legend Brian Wilson for nearly 3 decades. She has died. She was 77 years old. Brian Wilson, when did he transition to an old lesbian? Look at him.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
scroll down.
He looks awful.
No. Go to the whatever
Come on,
the article
man.
that I sent you. The first thing.
Jeez,
Come on,
this
Joe.
guy.
Scroll up right there. Look at Brian Wilson.
Yeah, he's old
Yeah.
and he's got
I know,
years
but
of drug abuse and
He looks like, doesn't he look like an old lesbian? Doesn't he
Yes.
look like the one that's married to the chick from Sex and the City?
yeah.
I had no idea he's that
Cynthia-
short. Is he sitting down?
Yeah, he's sitting down.
What is going on?
So wait, is
No,
he?
she's actually 7'3".
Is he
Okay.
the one? He's the one who wrote most of the
Yeah,
music.
who
Who
had
was
Cuckoo for-
crazy
yeah,
or whatever.
oh,
Yeah.
he's a genius.
Yeah.
But what was he crazy with? Was he schizophrenia?
Genius.
No,
Yeah.
he had he had multiple personalities. Not multiple personalities. He had goddamn, I just
But
watched
he was
this movie.
hearing voices and
He was hearing voices and
Bipolar?
I think he was schizophrenic.
He's definitely bipolar, but the problem was they put him with this doctor to take care of him, and the doctor was doping him up more because the doctor got he was in control
Oh,
of
wow.
his finances and his life, so the doctor kept getting overdosing him, and it messed up his head.
That's sad.
It says that experiences go far beyond simple depression and drug use to a mental condition called schizoaffective
Yeah.
disorder.
Oh damn.
Is what his problem, which
Yeah, it was
involves
bad.
ongoing hallucinations, paranoia, other distortions of reality.
Listen, this is pure genius in what his arrangements and his harmonies. Nobody was doing stuff like this before, and then he comes across and does it. The sweet voice of Mike Love.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you
Now,
never need to doubt it.
Dennis Wilson was the drummer, and he was the only real surfer out of all of them.
Oh,
And Dennis
Fake
and
fish.
Mike Love, the singer, fought and hated each other, and then I think Mike kicked Dennis out of the band. So Dennis banged and married his daughter.
What? That is awesome.
Yeah, it's some pretty
I
good
love
stuff.
the Beach Boys, but I cannot get past how Mike Love is just angry old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, Gio, but I was going through. I told you I was going through my phone yesterday, and I found when Joe and I went to go see the Beach Boys at Ruth Eckerd Hall, and it's basically Mike Love and that other guy who replaced another guy.
Yeah.
It's the one guy that you're used to seeing in the Beach Boys, but he's not an original guy. Mike Love is the only original one. Then there's like 6 other young dudes in the band who
Yeah.
are doing all of the singing, and Mike Love just shakes his arms and puts a word in every once in a while. It's hard to watch.
He just seems so angry at life and just mean old man that it just ruins the Beach
Well,
Boys for
we
me.
took a picture together, and he was a little sick. He said, "I'm sorry, I got a little bit,"
Yeah.
and I go, "Don't worry, I'm vaccinated." Just to set him off, and I totally did. He goes, "Well, if you're vaccinated, you're gonna
Yeah.
die." And then I was like,
boy.
"All right, old
Yeah.
crumb."
Careful.
Take it easy.
He's a
old
legend,
man.
though. It was good to meet him.
Yeah,
It was a good show too, Mike.
Yeah.
It was a good show,
yeah.
Joe. We stayed for the show.
Yep. It was good.
freeloader.
Come on.
Also, is he that much of a musical genius if he doesn't have that mental disorder? You know what I mean? Like, did that and
Yeah.
the drugs and everything lead to that? Like, is
Yeah.
that you have to have that to be
Well,
that?
it
I
wasn't
would
really
imagine-
bad in the beginning of his career. I think it got worse as he got older.
Mhm.
And then it was really triggered by the drugs. Once he started doing the drugs, it I think expanded whatever that creative end of his mind was, which also was deemed nuts at the time
Yeah.
because he'd have people doing 50, 60 takes of
Yeah.
something when they were like, it's all sounds the same, but not to him because he was that much of a genius.
Did you
seemed like
watch the docu biopic
I like the
about that
biopic.
with
Yeah.
John Cusack? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
It
I
was
watched
good.
it.
Yeah.
And
Made
he,
me feel bad.
it shows how he met his wife.
Yeah,
you
at the
know,
car
the
dealership.
car
Yeah.
dealership, and she tried to save him at the end. She got him away from that doctor. It's a really sad story,
Yeah.
is what it is.
The Talking Heads rejected how much how much was the offer from Live Nation to do reunion shows? Live Nation
I
put
mean-
it out there and they said, hey, we want Talking Heads, we want you to do a reunion show.
Like the
We'll
whole tour,
give
or
you
just
this
one
much.
show?
I think it's for the tour. Yeah.
I heard Psycho Killer yesterday, and I was like, man, this is a good band.
It
Do
is a
you
good
know
band.
that David Byrne wrote that when he was in like college or whatever? He was like
Art
20
school.
years old, yeah, in like art school.
Uh.
And they had a demo version of it. It's just him with the guitar and doing it. Yeah, it's wild.
He is very creative and is interesting to watch. The band is okay.
Yeah.
I would imagine it would be a big draw if they went back on tour, but he is the key to it,
Mhm.
and he's already got all the money. So
Oh,
So
really?
here's the thing: they reportedly offered him blank amount to headline 6 to 8 festival gigs in
Ooh.
headlining slots. So 6 to 8 shows,
20 million. No,
20 million,
I'm gonna go 50 million.
50 million,
75.
75,
60 million.
60. Carmen, you have any idea what we're talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Talking Heads turned down
Wah, wah.
$80 million.
Oh,
damn.
That means we're doing fine.
Well, he's doing fine.
And the rest
the
of
rest
them,
of the heads are like, hey, we sure could use a little bit of that money.
yeah.
We don't all have Broadway shows right now.
Yeah. Oh, he has a Broadway show too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
but
so he's super.
I don't know how much writing and publishing and all the different people have in there. You know what I mean? Yes, he's the front man and he's the creative force, but also, I mean, if they split it all together, they
Yeah.
probably haven't. They may even have a piece of the show if they're using Talking Heads music
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So they may be doing fine. Or for all I know, they're working at a Yankee Candle.
Yeah, they work at Yankee Candle and they're like, hey, we got to call it. And they're like, then the fall scents come out soon. I'm good.
Let me see what Jerry Harrison's net worth is.
Dude, Joe will put some of their live shows on YouTube when we're home, and whoever that singer is literally is just running in place like the entire show.
David Byrne
while
is
he's
singing the
singing.
lead singer?
Yeah.
he's nuts.
It blows my mind how
Why a
he
big
has that
suit?
wind. Yeah, right.
Why?
I don't know.
Jerry Harrison, who is the guitar player, is they say worth 15 million.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I'd probably blow it off too.
Yeah.
What do I need $80 million for?
I don't know, 8 shows.
Oh,
But I got
man.
15 million in the bank. I'm just living home on a couple million a year just on interest.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
they hate each other.
I don't know, but yeah, Zeppelin turned down so much, man. So
wish,
much money.
Oh, yesterday Robert Plant
wish.
wished Phil Collins a happy birthday
Mhm.
on Instagram, and he said Phil Collins is one of his best friends and was the most helpful after John Bonham died.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I didn't
Well,
know that
remember
either.
Phil played with them at Farm Aid or whatever that was
Yeah.
that they played, which was a disaster. Didn't really go very well. But I saw an interesting thing with Geddy Lee, who he was in somewhere where Robert Plant was playing, and Robert Plant said, "Hey, come out and come hang out and stuff." And he was like, "I don't really want to." And he goes, "Eventually, you have to come out. Like you have to do something." This was after Neil Peart died. And he didn't want to do anything. He goes, eventually you have to come and do stuff. He goes, music will take care of you. And he went out there. He goes, I had such a great time. And he was totally right. Like you mourn, but you have to eventually get
Yeah.
over it. Otherwise, you just ruin the rest of your life.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel after Monday show at the tarot card reading.
Why did you hate that
Sorry,
so
Michael.
much?
It didn't hate her. She was fine. It was such a slow, boring segment.
Yeah.
And it was not
Sorry.
good for radio. It wasn't your fault. It
Yeah,
was
she
my
was
fault. I
doing
took a
Spanish.
shot.
It was fine.
Yeah. I wanted her to be like, I see, oh my God, this is not good. I wouldn't go home tonight if I was you. Like, I wanted
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
build up. And she was like, there's possibilities in your life.
That lump on your thyroid is going to grow tremendously.
yeah. I wanna hear
Yeah.
that.
I tried to help. I got yelled at.
He tried to
The
punch it
janitor
out.
was the funniest part.
Yeah.
Destroyed him.
According to a new survey, people think that The Rock and Anne Hathaway are overall good people. But you know who people don't like?
Ooh, tell me.
Will Smith.
Yep.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yep.
Howard Stern.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I like Will Smith. I feel like Will Smith is
garbage.
emotionally challenged.
Finally showed you who he was.
Yeah.
He was a guy who's gone crazy, and I feel bad for him.
I feel that.
Who is Ellen DeGeneres always seems like garbage. There's nobody
Yeah.
that comes out and says Ellen's a nice person. Everybody says she's garbage, and they stole so many of our bits on that show. And then Howard Stern. I mean, I don't know Howard at all, but the stories that you hear are just awful.
He just seems moody.
No,
Yeah.
not just that, Carmen,
Mean.
but he had a guy on his show, who he had since the AM days, an engineer, and he brought the engineer with him. Who brings an engineer? But he was so much part of the show on air that they brought him with him to every station he goes to, including Sirius. And then they get him over there in Sirius, and the guy's wife has cancer, and he starts a GoFundMe to take care of some of the bills or help out with the thing. And they tell him, you can't plug the GoFundMe on the air, and you can't put in the GoFundMe that you're associated with the Howard Stern show.
That's insane.
Carmen, it is insane. If you came to me tomorrow and was like, my mother is sick and we need $10,000, if I could stroke the check for you myself, I would. And if not, I'd let you plug it every day on the show until it got paid. I can't imagine.
I would suggest an OnlyFans.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, I'd plug your OnlyFans, sure. I just can't understand. And the other thing is, the guy we all know because of the press, since he's been at satellite radio, which has been 2006, has made $100 million a year. If I made that money, there's nobody on this show that could come to me and say, my wife is dying, and I wouldn't go, here is the check for every amount, every dime that you need.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Now, look,
here's a check. I'll sign it. Fill it out yourself. You know what I mean?
Especially Spanish. If you came to me and you were like, my wife is dying and I have to start a GoFundMe, I would go, for all the things you've done on this show, for all the times you let us exploit your problems and made fun of your hair and all, please take this check as a thank you for helping me get where I am today by exploiting you. I just blows my mind. That, for that reason, is the reason I don't like him. Forget his show. I put his show on for the first time the other day, and I'm not gonna lie, in the first 5 minutes he made me laugh. He's still the greatest to ever do it, but his show is just not good for me anymore. I don't like what it is, and other people seem to agree, and that's fine, but he doesn't seem like he's hurting from it at all.
Spanish, could you imagine what kind of party you and the Sad Weirdos could have?
The best party. He doesn't seem very loyal, and I used to think Howard was loyal when I was younger, and I would listen to him because he brought people with him, from show to show or from a company to company, but I didn't know that story.
The other thing is, there's a documentary on Vice, and it's all the people like Shuli. Shuli was nobody before that show, but now Shuli has no problem coming here and talking crap about him. The Vice thing has Steve Grillo, who was an intern in the 90s on there. He's on there talking crap about him. I'm like, all these guys who loved him when on there are all talking crap about him, which means he must be a bad person. Yes. I don't know him. Yeah. I've never had to deal with him. I don't know him. I met him one time and he was super nice, and that was all I can judge him on. But these stories that you hear, I just, I think about it and I go, how can anybody be so? And then another thing is that, like we talked the other day about his dad had died, and they didn't really talk about it for a while. And then his mom, there's a question of whether or not she's dead. Here's this guy who prides himself on turning his whole life into a radio show and puts his parents on the air, gets you to know them and like them and care about them, and then if they die, he doesn't even say anything about it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very weird. It is very weird. I don't know. I want to repeat before it gets taken out of context. Still the greatest to ever do it. Without him, there is no us, and is still consistently doing it on a high level where they're paying him hundreds of millions of dollars a year. You can't bash the guy at all, other than the stories that we hear about is about the way he treats the people around him.
Some of the other people vote yes or no, whether yes, you think they're overall a good person, or no, they're not. Jimmy Fallon.
Good person.
Or what you think people would vote.
I think he's a good person.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah. Yes, they say 43% says yes. Nicki Minaj.
No.
50% say no. 18% say yes, and I don't know what the other percentage is.
I would have no way of guessing. Yeah. I would say no because I know she fights with Doja Cat, but that's all I know.
Will Smith, like I said, was no, 47%, but probably would have been overwhelmingly yes before he slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He may even switched around, whatever. Amy Schumer.
No.
Bad person.
No.
45% say no. Yeah.
She the problem with her is she jumped on the super liberal bandwagon, and then when she got a lot of success, she just started crapping on the people around her publicly, and I think that'll come back and bite you in the ass.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Great person.
Yes.
100% it should be.
Actually, one of the highest, 60.
Damn right.
67%. No.
What?
Yeah, no. He's got weird skeletons in his closet.
What?
Well, because people are afraid of Scientology because they don't know about it.
Not
And he had that one thing where he was yelling at the guy on the set.
But that was during COVID, right?
Listen, the guy's a pro. That's what you do.
But
Right.
he's
That's
drinking
exactly what
baby
I'm
blood.
saying.
And then also, Matt, why are you so glib?
Yeah.
You're so glib.
Yeah.
And doing all that and jumping on Oprah's sofa and stuff. But also, like you said, a lot of people, Scientology, and he seems to nice and too good to be true, where it seems like it's probably a little fake. He's covering for other stuff.
You know what the problem is? I think people believe the stories that they hear. Like, if you ask me about his wife, he was married to Nicole Kidman, and then they're not married anymore. And the rumors are because of Scientology. Scientology was too involved in them. We don't know any of that. Yeah, it's true. And right away, we dislike him because of it.
I saw John Hamm talking about getting the role in
Maverick.
Top Gun, and he said that he met Tom Cruise at Jimmy Kimmel's house for a Super Bowl party or whatever, and they were like, it was a bunch of different people, and there's rumors that Tom Cruise doesn't show up, and he goes, Tom Cruise showed up with his mom, Mom Cruise, he said. he goes, you're around a lot of celebrities. Tom Cruise is another level. Yeah. And he goes, and Tom Cruise was exactly the Tom Cruise you want to be. He's talking to you. He's engaged. He's into, and he said how much he loved Mad Men and all this stuff. Whatever. He goes, so then it was years later, whenever he got the call, his agent said, hey, they're looking at you for the new Top Gun movie. And he said, yes. However you do it, whatever it is, the answer is yes. I want to make sure that I'm in that.
Oh, hey, Tom Cruise, I know you live here. We're neighbors in Clearwater. If you want to just get together and rewatch Mad Men, I got them all on DVD.
Yeah. I don't know how he would get them. So,
I'll bring my DVDs over. Yeah. I mean, we just think about it because we could talk about each scene as it's happening.
Make some brajoles.
Oh, whatever he wants. Dude, we'd be best friends.
Maybe invite him to the Lightning game. Tom can drive him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Tom driving Tom?
Tom, we'll pick you up. Drive there.
We got something coming.
What do you say, boss?
Hey, Tom, you want me to send you a link to some dildos from Sears and Roebuck?
It was Montgomery Ward. Get it right.
Terry Hatcher, who I think is absolutely beautiful. I love Terry Hatcher. She got kicked off a dating app because they thought it was a phony thing.
Really?
Terry Hatcher, you don't think she's going to be on a dating app. You think Terry Hatcher can just go, pick up a man for me?
Did they say which dating app it was?
It didn't say there, no.
It's got to be Raya.
Probably. Yeah. Terry Hatcher, by the way, 59 years old.
So beautiful, dude.
Let me tell you my Terry Hatcher story. I'm in the New York Yankee store in Midtown in Manhattan. I'm with Amanda, I think. And we're looking at a rack of shirts, and Terry Hatcher's standing there, and she, we kind of look at her, and we're like, oh, Terry Hatcher. And then she kind of looks at us like we kind of looked at her. And then I went over to walk and look at something on the wall. They had framed stuff there, and she thought that I was coming up to her, and she went like this, here it comes. I just walked past her, and she was like, oh. And I went, not so famous, Lois.
Yeah,
not so famous.
It would have been great if you would have said, excuse me, and she rolls her eyes. Can you move out of the way?
Yeah. I believe was very hot at one point.
I don't think anymore. I think still.
No, I bet you the guy she was with was real good looking. I remember that day. He was because I thought, what kind of guy gets her? And he was real handsome.
Yeah. I think she's so hot. And if you told me if I saw Terry Hatcher and didn't know who she was, didn't know famous, whatever, and you said that that's Julie Weintraub's sister, yes. Yeah. Because they have a similar look to them for sure. How about this? 49ers legend Joe Montana is making some serious bank from what? Football stuff? No. Cannabis. In 2019, Montana's venture capital firm, Liquid 2 Ventures, was an early investor in the weed startup Nabis. I don't know. Cannabis. Nabis.
Oh, all right.
Distribution company founded by a pair of tech engineers. Today, it quietly has become the most successful pot company in California, selling hundreds of millions of dollars of weed. And Joe Montana's got a big old piece of that.
Way to go, Montana. Yeah. That weed company.
My wife just texted me, Tom Cruise doesn't talk to his daughter. So maybe it's the daughter's fault. Maybe the daughter's a little annoying.
That daughter's ugly.
Yeah.
I don't even know what she looks like. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, you're right.
I don't know.
He does seem like the kind of guy that wouldn't talk to her if she got fat.
Of course.
I will tell you this. That when he broke up when him and Katie Holmes got divorced, whatever, I don't know whether Scientology took her soul or took her will to live. She looked so terrible. She's come back around a little bit. She looks a little bit better now, but for a while it was like, woof, what happened to her?
How about this though? She said she used to have posters of Tom Cruise on her wall.
Yeah.
And then she married him. That's and then you ever see that video of Haley Bieber meeting Justin Bieber, or Haley, whatever her name was? Baldwin meeting Justin Bieber when they were kids.
That's wild.
That is pretty crazy.
That's wild. Well, it's like you said before, whenever you talk to some of the different athletes, like the hockey players, whenever you're lined up against Gretzky and you're like, Jesus, what am I doing here?
You gotta wonder, man. If I love Derek Jeter. If I was ever getting on first, Derek Jeter was whipping a ball over from shortstop. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it's got to throw you off. That's like Kobe playing against Jordan.
Yeah.
You're like, you got to, be competitive and stuff. But for a second, you got to be like, oh my God, that's Michael Jordan.
When you're in a job, you don't realize, you can tell by certain, like maybe if you're getting ratings or bonuses, you can tell how good, but you don't realize if it's good or bad until you're done. You know what I mean? Until you retire and you look back and you go,
how will they remember you?
Right. Yeah. But when you're Kobe and you're playing with Jordan, and then all of a sudden you're hanging with Jordan, and then Jordan's considering you a contemporary, you got to go, holy cow, I'm hanging out with Michael Jordan right now. That's got to be a great feeling. Like people are mentioning me in every sentence that they mention him. That's got to be a good feeling.
The interesting thing about Gretzky, whose nickname was the Great One, which is such a great, that's the best nickname.
Wouldn't it be great if he gave that to himself?
Yeah. But the thing about him is he's not like Jordan, who got cut from the basketball team and then came back, or Brady, who was drafted low in the draft and then became this, whatever. Gretzky was always great. Since he was 2 years old, he was great.
Damn.
Yeah, which is weird because a lot of times those guys fall off.
The thing that they said about what made Gretzky the greatest athlete of all time at the time was that in the short amount of time that he played, he surpassed everybody. So if Babe Ruth got all these home runs in so many years, Gretzky had beat that accomplishment in the first 2 years of playing. And he was just so far ahead of everybody else in the small amount of time. That's what made him so great.
Does he have kids?
Yeah.
Do they play?
He has a gorgeous daughter who is married to a professional golfer.
Oh, wow.
And he plays all the time, plays golf with him all the time, whatever. This is the first new music of 2024. I have some new music for you guys.
I mean, I forgot about new music.
Yeah, so I'm going to have Carmen play it. I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. I will tell you that this person is not known for singing. This is a famous person, not known for singing, though, but they are singing on this. It is a female. So take a listen. New music on the
That's right. Her singing voice from Glee.
So
I love
she
her.
It was great.
she was married to Chris Robinson, who the singer of the Black Crowes. She was married to him for a while, but I've seen her some video, just cell phone video of her at like parties getting up and singing, and she sounds good. Like this song's not that great. It's a very middle of the road kind of song, but it was actually written by her and what's her name from 4 Non Blondes that writes all the songs for everybody.
That chick.
Yeah.
The one that dates Sarah Gilbert.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, I think they're married.
Oh.
Sarah Gilbert. Woof.
Yeah.
God.
Don't worry. She's no interest in you. I think you're okay. She's safe there.
Yowza.
What is her name? That I forgot
4 Non
the chick's
Blondes?
name. Yeah.
Linda.
Linda.
So
Hey.
weird how I try to reach in my brain to get it. Oh,
Linda Perry.
Linda
Linda
Perry.
Linda Perry.
I was halfway there.
Oh, maybe that's
I
not
said
who it
it
was.
first.
Maybe I
Nope.
Oh, really?
Linda
yeah,
Perry.
who was it? Was it her or was it somebody else? Now I can't find the rest of the.
Used to
Sorry,
be
here
married
it
to Luke Perry,
Perry
and then he died.
Saturn's mother.
Yeah, it's true.
No, yeah, Linda Perry. I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Hudson's fiance, Danny Fujikawa.
He's an Irish guy.
Love him.
Interesting. No, Juliette Lewis, who has Juliette and the Licks.
Yeah.
She does like hard rock stuff.
Yeah, like
She's
she
good.
does
Yeah.
more punk type
Yeah,
stuff.
kind of punk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she comes out with the big Indian headdress on and
Yeah.
just like
Barely
leather
wearing
Yeah,
anything.
leather top, whatever. She's a wild woman, man.
She is.
I probably watch Almost Famous twice a month.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
it's so good.
good.
Never
It's one of
seen
those.
it.
It's one of those movies I'll just throw on. And
Carmen,
just
you've
watch
never
at
seen
any
Almost
point.
Famous?
No. It's not on any of the streaming services I have.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Have you seen the Skeleton Key, Carmen?
No.
Hey, Carmen, I got it on DVD if you want to borrow it.
Okay, deal.
One of my favorite Opie and Anthony moments ever is they had Juliette Lewis on to talk about her band and all that. And then when they went to hang up, and they're like, "All right, let's play this song. It's Juliette and the Licks." And they hung up and like, "She gone?" They're like, "We're not playing that." Such dicks.
Play Hot Kiss. Juliette
Lewis.
Juliette and the Licks. Yeah, Hot Kiss.
I think we'll be all right.
That's good. I'm telling you, it's good. Listen, it's no Pearl Jam, but it's
She's
good.
very pretty.
All right. Get a pen and paper.
You got it.
Get a pen and paper because we're going to do a little something here. You're going to score yourself 1 point for each statement that fits you.
Okay.
We are going to find out how middle-aged you are.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Carmen, you're in
I
this
won.
too. You could
I
be
know.
middle-aged.
I'm very middle-aged.
Joe may be out of it.
I
but,
might be.
grab a pen anyways.
All right.
All right, so score 1 point for each statement that fits. First statement, you can't sleep past 9 a.m. I think it depends on how late I stay up, though. So I'm going to say,
On the average, like normally.
normally, all right, then I'm
Yeah.
not
I
sleeping
can't.
past. I'm not sleeping past. All right, I get one there. All right, you can't start a movie past 9 p.m. Meaning, if you do, you're going to fall asleep
Yep.
during it. I'm going to go ahead and put
Check
one
it,
down
check
for
it,
me.
check, check.
All right. You have to ask your children, or if you don't have children, somebody younger than you for tech support.
Nope.
No.
I've done that. I've handed my phone to my son.
Wait,
I mean,
does,
I definitely have done that.
does YouTube count?
Yes. It
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Mark it.
Yeah.
The other day, I actually said these words out loud. When we get home, we'll ask Juliana to show us how to do that. She's 11.
I have a feeling this one's going to separate us. You used to fix typos with whiteout. I'm going to mark that one down. All right. You have called a 30-year-old a kid. Listen, kid.
Damn it.
Um,
I'm almost getting 100 on this test.
almost. You should have 100. You swap ailment stories with your friends.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
100%.
All we talk about now.
Yeah.
Pete and I spend the
Please.
first 5 minutes of every phone conversation talking about who went to the doctor, whose gout's hurting, whose liver is bad.
You okay?
You're not doing the cryo on the knee anymore?
You know what? I don't think the cryo place is still there.
Oh, really?
I don't know, but that place is great.
Yeah, I need to try that.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys get in together.
You guys want to get in my my meat locker over there, JP?
You're on Facebook, but not on Grindr.
Well, Grindr's a
Is it Grindr or
Grindr's a gay dating app.
what's the other one?
Tinder.
Tinder.
Oh, Tinder.
This says Grindr.
Whoa.
So you're on Facebook, but you're not on Tinder.
All right.
We'll go with that one.
Not.
I'm not on either, Mike. Just so
I
you
am
know.
on Grindr.
You write
Galvin's on both.
you write appointments on a paper calendar. I don't know.
Crazy.
No.
It's crazy talk.
You're not quite sure how you got that bruise.
Yes. That's not fair, though.
Well, all right.
All right.
You gain weight. No, this one's kind of dumb. You gain weight just by being near food. That's dumb. We'll pass that one. You go into the bank to make a deposit.
No.
Anyone?
No.
Yeah.
I don't even go near the bank.
Guy who does not have wizard money.
Yeah.
No, I do it all on my phone.
I do it. I go into the bank.
He goes into the backyard. He just buries it in mason
Yeah,
jars.
that's
And then
Wait,
Uncle June can't find where he
30
buried it.
rusty
all.
mason jars.
So wait a second. Do you go into the bank? You can't even go through the drive-through?
No, I don't like to.
What about the deposit at the ATM?
I don't like to do that.
So you won't do it from your phone?
No.
Oh, hilarious.
So yeah. So like when I get checks, if I wanted to buy, I go inside. To deposit.
I do it
Where are
right
the
there from my
checks
phone.
from?
Yeah. My grandma.
I got a check the other day and deposited it, and it just got returned.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I put it in after it was too late.
See, my fear is that I'm going to deposit it, and then it's going to say you've completed your deposit, and the money just never shows
But you
up.
have a receipt.
Yeah, but what? I mean, the bank can just say no.
Yeah,
You
you-
have the
and you-
receipt.
and
It's
keep your-
insured.
Yes, they can
Keep
say
your check.
they could say no, but they're
Right.
not going to. And you
Yeah.
could take it to a you
Just
know.
keep your check.
But
until it
also,
clears.
Don't yell at
it
me.
shows up almost automatically in your thing. The other thing, here's a tip for you: is if you get married or something, and they put you and your wife, and you don't have the joint checking account or anything, if you take it in there, they're like, no, you can't because of the name. Just put it through with your phone.
Yeah.
It'll go through with
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll have the bone bonus. But all right, next one. You've taken a keen interest in bunions and corns on your feet. You're like, oh, look at this one. Look at this. What I got going on here. You have once dialed a rotary phone. Yeah. All right. Let's mark that down. You still have a landline.
No.
Am I still got a landline?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I have a land number, but I don't know what it is.
And then the final one, have you ever been unable to find your glasses because they were on top of your head?
Yep.
Oh, Spanish didn't like that, and he looked down and marked it.
Yep.
All right, so there was 15 questions there. I'll start with you, Joe.
Oh.
How middle-aged are you? We know you're over middle-aged, but what'd you get? What's the score?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7.
7?
That's
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
not right.
That's
It is
yeah.
right. You want? I'll
Yes.
go through them.
7.
Let's go through them at the end.
Okay.
All right. Then Spanish, how many you have?
10 out of 15.
10 out of 15. Wow. Gio?
I had 9.
9 out of 15. Carmen, how middle-aged are you? How many out of 15?
I had 5.
5 out of 15. All right.
Higher.
Mike Calta?
I only had 9.
Only had 9.
Yeah.
I only had 6.
Yeah. There was a couple on there that were a little ridiculous. Go through them real quick.
Let's see. You can't sleep past 9 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't start a movie past 9
Yes.
p.m. I said yes to both of those.
I can.
Call your child for tech support. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Fixed typos with whiteout. Yes.
Yes.
No.
You've called a kid or called a 30-year-old kid.
Yes.
Nope.
You swap ailment stories with
Yes.
your friends.
Yes.
You're on Facebook, but not on Tinder.
Yes.
You write appointments on a paper calendar.
No.
All right. Take a break. Carmen, hit it.
Oh. Ah!
Money, dough, cash. This hour's bone bonus keyword is bling. Bling. Head over to the free 1025 The Bone app and enter the keyword within 15 minutes past the top of the hour and go get your $1,000. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
By the way, add a point if you've ever said bling. Let's see. The other ones, you're not quite sure how you got that bruise.
No, I don't have any mysterious bruises.
Carmen,
do.
you say yes. I think that's definitely more with women. Women
Yeah.
get that all the time, right?
Yeah.
I don't
With
know.
abusive boyfriends.
No.
You know how you got it. Now get back in the kitchen. The gain weight thing, that was dumb. Whatever. So past that. You go into the bank to make a deposit.
Yep.
No.
You've taken a keen interest in bunions and corns.
No.
No.
You've dialed a rotary phone.
Yes.
Yes.
You still have a landline.
No.
Well, I mean, it's weird because I have a landline as part of a bundle that we have, but I don't know my phone number.
Yeah,
or
you don't
anything.
Do you have a phone hooked
No.
up to it or anything?
No.
Yeah, so I would say no. You don't score a point for that. And then you can't find your glasses even when they're sitting on top of
Happens
your
all
head.
the time.
Eagle Vision.
No.
I still don't have glasses. 52. Thank you.
Feel personally attacked by that last one.
I think you should get your eyes checked.
I just did.
What did they say?
They said the Eagle Vision.
Oh.
Yeah.
As I drove past, and I went EU 497.
Dude, Galvin, I was looking at my phone yesterday, and I mean, I was doing this,
Oh,
and I went,
no.
oh, it's gone. I mean,
I-
it's gone.
I finally got to the point where they said my prescription is good for 2 years. Because usually I have to go back like,
Right.
every year. And this was the first year that they were like, you can wait 2 more years.
They just don't want to see you anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably. No, what happened
What'd you
is
tell old Taco Pits over there? I told her wait 2 more years.
that- no, it hasn't changed.
That's
so,
good.
So did anybody score 5 or less?
No.
I scored 5.
You scored 5.
Liar.
So you're okay for a little while, Carmen. You're
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Anybody score 6 to 10?
Yeah, I
Yes.
got 10.
Yes.
I guess it would be 5 to 10.
9.
Yeah, I got that. I got 6, so I'm in there. Anybody go from 11 to 15, 10 or
No.
11 to 15? Nobody?
No.
I had
Nobody?
10.
liars.
You had 10? So
Yes,
you're
I
the
did.
most middle-aged out of all of us?
Yeah.
You always get the hair like it.
I don't think Joe's being honest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah, Joe's a liar.
How about
No.
we answer for Joe?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't sleep past 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't.
I know.
So you
I
mark
get,
it.
yeah, I
Okay.
get up every
Can't
even
start
on
a-
the weekend.
All right. Can't start a movie past 9 p.m.
No. Too late for me.
Right. So mark
that's
a
a yes.
point.
Mark.
Okay. So I'm gonna mark for you. So that's 1, 2.
It goes too late for
Call your children for tech support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
me.
Great.
And everybody else for
Yeah.
video help and the whole deal.
You used to use whiteout to
Yep.
fix typos. That's
Uh-huh.
yes. You've called a 30-year-old kid.
Yes, I
Yes.
have.
All right. So that's 5 already.
His own kid.
Swap ailment stories with your friends.
No.
Yes.
Like when? When
He's
do I
not.
swap mail?
He's
You're
got.
checking your blood pressure out in the
Parking lot. Yeah.
That's not a story.
He's
That's
made
a
of
yes.
glass.
That's a yes.
No,
No,
that's a yes.
I've asked you how your blood pressure meds
you're
have been going.
asking. I'm not like going, hey,
You're
how's
swapping,
your
you're
bunions
swapping, though.
going,
You're
Gio?
swapping stories.
Swapping stories.
He lives with you. Does he come out and go, oh, my knees and my...
Oh,
This is a
literally,
you are a liar.
literally this
You are
morning
a lying
when
person.
we were driving here, he was doing this number with his elbow.
Is that a story?
In
Is
the
that
car.
me swapping
Yeah,
a story?
you're
Yes.
swapping
That's not a
stories,
story
yeah.
swap.
You are on
Point.
Facebook, but not on Tinder. Point.
Yep, point.
Point.
What,
Yep.
Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Point.
Are you
All
on
right,
Tinder?
point.
No.
All right.
Okay,
Point.
that's point.
Uh,
He
All
doesn't
right.
understand how this works.
You write your appointments on a paper calendar.
No.
Yes.
Do you have a
No,
calendar
no,
at home?
I'm
Oh.
I
kidding.
don't have
No.
a calendar.
No.
Do you have appointments in your calendar on your phone? Do
No.
you know how to
Yes.
use that?
Yes.
No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't even know where his phone is.
Yeah.
It's sitting right in front of him, and he looked over to his right.
Right here in my hand. Go.
Yeah, it's sitting right there, and you looked over to your right. You had no idea.
Man,
All right, we'll let
sometimes I
that
don't
one
know where.
slide. You're not sure how you got that bruise.
No.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Like when do I?
100%.
Okay.
Anytime you drink.
Yeah,
That's
you've
not even true.
you've fallen asleep outside places
That
before.
doesn't
That
mean I
doesn't
get
make him
bruised.
get bruised.
Yeah, all right,
I
all right.
don't,
We'll let that one pass.
No, it's
You
garbage.
go into the bank to make the deposit.
No.
Okay. You take a keen interest into your bunions
I don't know.
and corns.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
always talking about bunions.
I
all
don't
the
believe
time.
this. You're just a liar.
No,
You think this is funny, but it's not to me.
I don't believe the bank thing because you used to get your paper checks at the station. They would
Oh.
hand them to you.
That's right.
Oh.
And what do
Oh.
I do? I deposit them on my
what
phone.
do you liar?
You didn't
Every
have a phone
single-
until Mike bought you one.
This is a phone in my hand. It's the one I use.
You've dialed a rotary phone, yes,
Yes.
for sure.
Still has one. I guarantee
He's
it.
KL5.
I want a
Can you
payphone in
connect
my
me to
hand.
KL5?
Cake.
You still have a landline. Do you guys have a
No.
landline or
No.
no? No? All right.
Can't,
And then
can't afford one.
Yeah.
have you ever lost your glasses because they were on top of your head?
Yes.
No, but I
Yes.
have
Yes,
lost
you
them
have.
because. Why don't you shut up for a second? I have lost them because I had them hanging on my
Same
wallet.
thing,
So I
same
count.
thing.
Same.
So
We'll
I'm,
take that.
I'm counting it.
All
So
right,
what was your score?
What was your
Yeah.
score?
7, but with your
It's actually
updated,
9.
it's
Yeah.
eight.
Yeah, you liar.
Well, I'm
Well,
still,
he is.
Old
I'm still less
man.
than you old pile of bones over there. You fat old, middle-aged, dumpy-looking jerk
Don't
off.
forget his hairline.
Yeah.
By the way, in Joe's defense, he's right. He's not middle age. He's way past middle age.
Yeah.
I admit that.
You don't even qualify for the game.
Yeah, man. You loser.
All right, all right, all right.
Well, there you go. That is it for news.
All right. Thank you, Calvin.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Dear Taylor Swift, aka T Swizzle, aka Tay Tay, aka the Unburnable Witch. No, that's not her. Dear Taylor Swift, seriously? Now, the Super Bowl is coming up, and you're probably think that I'm going to rip on Taylor and say terrible things about her. But that's not true. You know why? Because I don't care. Who cares that much that a pop star is dating some football player? I've seen people freaking out and losing their minds over this. Why? Why would you let that affect your life? You know who's not thinking about you ever? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I got to be honest with you. If you let things like that bother you, then you are going to live a miserable and short life, says the guy who still can't understand how Pete Davidson ever dated Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, and Kate Beckinsale. I can't understand it. Listen, I'm not a fan of Travis Kelce, but who he dates matters to me as much as the cashier lady at the 7-Eleven near my house. By the way, I keep asking her and she won't tell me. I read the other day that Taylor Swift has already generated over $300 million in revenue just for the Kansas City Chiefs. So consider that when you're betting on the Super Bowl. Because if you think you're not going to see TNT, that's Taylor and Travis to you newbies, if you think you're not going to see them at the end of the game, those two kissing the Lombardi Trophy together, then you didn't get an advanced copy of the NFL Super Bowl 58 script. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to Taylor Swift.
Oh.
I don't think that I don't know. I can't understand why people getting all bent out of shape over it. No, like I'm gonna tell you, I like her. I like her music. I believe she's the biggest star in the world right now. But in each, like when Madonna it was the biggest thing in the world, and she was dating a celebrity. She would show up. Like, remember when she was dating Warren Beatty? People would follow them around the city.
Yeah,
that's
she was
just
dating
how.
Rodman.
Yeah, people are just interested in celebrity couples. I don't understand why people get mad at it. Like, and why they're mad at her. What did she do?
Well, did you see when she was leaving the football game? Fans were yelling at her, "You're ruining football."
Yeah, and she's like, "What did I do?"
Yeah, she's like, "I didn't do anything."
I'll tell you though, if you listen to a lot of her songs, she really feels the pain of being blamed for things and getting. I mean, she's a kid, or she was a kid, and people hate on her for no reason at all.
Well, now MAGA's coming after her too because they think she's going to be able to influence the presidential election again.
She's definitely can
100%.
influence it.
Yeah,
absolutely
she already endorsed Biden.
She endorsed him in 2020, and she endorsed it again.
Listen to me. I'm going to say this as a person of influence.
Okay.
If you're sitting there trying to decide who you're voting for, and you're letting Taylor Swift, me, any other person that's has somewhat a level of fame, if you're letting them tell you who to vote for, don't vote. Don't vote.
But you can say that until you're blue in the face, but that's how a majority of people.
If he's good for Tay, he's good for me.
And it's 18-year-olds who are voting
First time.
who are listening to her, not people our age or even in their 20s.
Spanish. There are people our age and in their 20s and stuff that are listening to her 100%.
Yeah.
Listen, I get what you're saying. It's definitely a lot of 18-year-olds, but there is plenty of 45-year-old housewives that are drinking out of their Stanley Cup, drinking red wine out of it, and going, "It's me. I'm the problem. It's me." And I'll vote for whoever Taylor says. Carmen, do you love how I
nailed it?
didn't get the cadence right at all?
Me. I'm the problem. It's me.
That's mind blowing a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about Gio says this all the time. There's so many people that they don't do their own research.
No.
They say, "I'm a Republican. I'm voting Trump." That's it. That's all they do. They don't care. They don't look into any policies or what these people stand for.
Crazy to me.
Never assume people vote for rational, well-informed reasons. They'll vote for the
that's,
craziest reasons.
And that's why we said Michelle Obama easily could become president.
Yeah.
Not because of qualifications, not because of anything else,
But she
just
is
because
qualified.
she has a name, she's pretty, she's been in the White House, she's was married to a president.
I like the dress she wore. I'm going to vote for her.
Yeah,
like seriously.
She's a woman. I'm gonna vote for her.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't know anything about Robert Kennedy, what he's saying or doing any of that, but he's a Kennedy.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, he's a Kennedy," and Kennedy's, you know.
There's a big difference. There's people who just vote along the party lines. There's people who vote for who their family has voted for over the years. You grow up a Republican or a Democrat until you're old enough to make your own decision. But I'm just saying, like, if you really need to stop and think, and I don't think it's as bad as you think with the 18-year-olds. I think it's even the older women, because I had a woman put on Facebook, and I hate to call her out. I'm not going to say who it was, but she said, I hate to ask this, but I don't understand. What does AI mean? And I thought, okay, if you don't know that answer right now, you should not be allowed to vote. And I'm not calling you stupid or anything. Well, I don't know. I
Like,
kind
why
of
is
think
she
I was
asking you that?
No, she was just put on her Facebook page, like on her page. I saw it this morning. I went, this can't be real.
But
then I put, she's a little bit older, she's like my age, maybe a little older.
Carmen, let me ask you something. You're how old? 33?
32.
32. Sorry, I didn't mean to add extra.
Wah, wah.
Carmen, you're 32. If you were born 10 years ago today, how old would you be?
Wait, one more time.
You're 32. If you were born 10 years ago today, how old would you be?
10.
Exactly. Do you know how many people get that wrong? Do you know how many people get confused and subtract 10 from their age?
Say it again.
You're 52.
Yeah.
If you were born 10 years ago today, how old would you be?
10 years ago.
Today.
Yeah.
I was born.
Oh, you shouldn't vote. You shouldn't vote.
Wait, you're confusing
If
me.
you were born 10 years ago, you'd be 10 years old.
But it's worded confusing on purpose.
I do it because I ask your age.
But how about this? How about this? I walked into the doctor's office. Just I went to the what did I do? Was it ultrasound? I walked in ultrasound, and the girl goes, "Can you lift your shirt up and lay on your back?" And I looked at the bed and I went, "Okay, on my back?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I got down on my stomach, and she goes, "No, on your back." I go, "Oh yeah, you sit on your back." She goes, "Everybody does that." I go, "I don't know why. Just something about it made me think that I had to lay." What you were saying is you wanted me to lay on my stomach.
Yeah,
that was such a weird thing. I knew what she was saying, but still I thought I had to lay down.
Isn't that crazy how your brain does
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think probably because the way she's phrasing it, she probably should say, "Lay on your back," and then when you lay on your back, lift your shirt.
Yes.
Because if you're lifting your shirt and laying on it, you're thinking you have to lay down stomach first for some reason.
Right. It confused me. But it's the same thing with what you said. If I was looking at it as a test question and I had a second to just read it,
Yeah.
I'd figure it out.
You know, but that's one of those kind of not really tricky, but kind of tricky questions. But listen, if you went out right now and you just went wherever, you went to the mall, you went to Hooters, you went to Wawa, wherever you went, and you stood out there for an hour and you asked people just general knowledge questions, you'd be blown away.
Yeah,
at
that
how
hurts
dumb
my
people
heart.
are.
That hurts my heart.
My grandfather, Willie, he told jokes and they were so long and so drawn out, you know, and he was very animated when he told it, which was even more exciting because he wasn't normally like that, except when he was telling stories and stuff. He had this thing. I remember this is in the 70s. He'd do this. He'd go, if there's a plane and it's traveling from California to New York, and when it gets between North Dakota and South Dakota, it explodes in the air. Half the people land here, half the people land here. Where do they bury the survivors?
You don't bury survivors.
You don't bury survivors. But because of the way he drew it out,
right?
I mean, I saw people give up. They're like, I don't know. I'm a kid, and I'm like, the survivors, you know, bury them. But because the way he drew it out and it was so long, everybody would get stumped every time. They'd be like, I don't know this.
Because your brain is latching on to that.
To the details of the story.
Yeah.
And not getting the obvious.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, it's like whenever you do the how do you pronounce TWE? Twee. And how do you pronounce TWA? Twa. How do you now pronounce? You keep doing it and keep doing it. How do you pronounce TWO? And everyone will go Two.
Whoa,
Yeah.
It's two.
What's that? There was one for McDonald's, Mrs. Mac something, and the machine was McHine. It's machine.
Oh
But
yeah,
you
yeah.
do it that way. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. The brain is fascinating when it comes to stuff like that.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it? I
Or
feel like the
people's
easy
dumb.
stuff. Yeah, people
No,
might
I
just be
mean,
dumb.
you know, it's when you're so used to answering and your brain is so used to solving problems a certain way. When someone gives you a problem that's worded differently, your brain immediately wants to make it easy for you, but it makes you look stupid because your brain is doing one thing and you're saying the other.
I suffer from whatever it's called, where if you ever see, there used to be a license plate, it was black and white, and it would say fly in white, and it would be just black and white bricks, and you look at it and see fly. I can't see fly. Like I can't
Really?
see the white. Yeah. I mean, it would take me way longer to see it than Joey was trying to show me something online the other day, and I go, I don't know what I'm looking at. And he's like, look at it. I'm looking at it, and I had to tell him, I'm like, I can't see it for some reason.
It's funny that you bring that up because Ethan Suplee in Mallrats was looking at that poster.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
supposed to unfocus your eyes.
Yeah.
Goddamn sailboat.
That's one of the things I can't do either. Is with those 3D posters. I never
Unfocus your eyes.
see it. What do you have to do? Unfocus?
So yeah, you're supposed to see the whole frame instead of looking at one part of the photo.
You know what you have to do? Precious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit.
How do you do that? I'll
It's
never
incredible.
understand how you do that. That you can move one eye and it's crazy. Oh, hello. Very loud, very loud. Lower your radio or whatever you got going on. Too loud.
How's that?
Wow, much better. How you doing, sir?
Since you're on the subject of confusing questions, Galvin got that last question on Sporkle wrong yesterday.
What was the question?
The question was Dave has 40 apples. He loses 12.
Yeah. We disqualified yesterday's because it was all very confusing and the answers were
Right.
wrong.
Yeah, the answers were
But
wrong.
the answer,
I got it right.
The answer was neither 30. No, it wasn't, because you said 37,
I got it right.
and that's wrong. Nope.
I got it right. I got right what Carmen said. What Carmen said was what I got right. What was written on the paper was wrong and it was different. But thanks. It doesn't matter because
here's
we
the
already
deal.
canceled that
Wait.
Sparkle.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Dave had 40
Oh,
apples.
Jesus.
He lost 12. Bob found 9 apples. How many apples does Dave have?
Hold on.
Dave has 28 apples. Bob has 9.
That was not.
They
a
never
question.
said
Yeah.
Dave got the apples back.
Yep, you got it, dude. You got it. Nailed it.
You waited a whole
Right.
day to
Yeah.
tell you that.
Yeah. You can't even use a phone. You think we're going to take math from you?
Don't be mad at that guy. He's just trying to keep the integrity of Sporkle.
Yeah,
It's
we already
very
canceled that Sparkle.
I know. I understand. Then today we made it worth 2, and guess who won? I did.
Congratulations.
I was very happy with that
Yeah.
victory. I love a come from behind win.
I was very integrity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
were.
were.
You were very
I
integrity.
still would have won, but I appreciate you.
No,
You is
What do you
integrity.
mean? What do you mean?
that would have been one off of you and one for me.
Yeah, we would have tied.
Yeah,
I would have won the
Would
next
have
one.
went to
Sure.
the overtime.
You still don't know
You
how
don't
math works.
What happened?
Have that guy call back.
10 years old.
You shouldn't vote.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit voting.
I quit.
I quit. I quit.
I quit.
I gotta really clean this. I gotta clean this.
Oh yeah, let it
You gotta
ride.
pop
Let it ride.
blow it out.
Ultrasound.
Yeah. Ooh, there was a good chunk in there.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard it pop
Why
out.
would you
Stop.
say
Put it in your
chunk?
peanut butter.
Yeah.
Most of
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hair. Most of it is hair.
What are you wearing? A hat that looks like peanut butter? What is this hat?
Oh,
What is
Yes.
that? Is that a Florida State hat? I haven't seen what it's on there.
It's a beanie. It's just what a beanie.
is that
but
your
it
new
is
thing
the
now?
peanut butter.
Beanies?
Hey, you
Well,
remember?
yeah, I got to cover my bald head.
You remember that idiot that came into Frankie's
Dude,
steakhouse?
I will never wear my beanie like that ever.
What was
again.
it?
He had it like rolled up, so it was like just covering his dome
and he
piece.
was in a fine Italian
Yeah.
steakhouse with a stupid beanie on.
Yeah, like
but
bright
was
orange.
it like Jughead? Or
I
was
don't know
it
what
like,
that is.
Jughead?
From
Yeah,
from what?
sorry, boomer.
Archie? No, I don't know.
Archie Comics.
I don't
Yeah.
know what
I'm
that
just-
is.
it's a pop culture thing. You should
gonna
know
look it
some
up.
of that stuff. Or like
Oh yeah. No, worse than that.
Oh,
Worse
really?
than Jughead.
like
yeah, so
Adebisi?
Yeah, yes, just like Adebisi, actually. Yeah, and then what the best was, Galvin pointed him out, and I looked at Galvin. And I said, "Do I look that stupid?" He goes, "You don't have
Yep.
to finish the sentence." Yep. yes.
Those are during the bad years of Spanish.
Yeah. Well, last year was not a good year.
Well, that was literally just last.
yeah.
It's
Couple
like
months
2
ago.
weeks ago. We're
Yeah.
acting like
Yeah.
It's not 2 weeks ago.
It was 4 weeks.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
We should all go out to a dinner again.
Yeah. Well, I owe Galvin a dinner.
I mean,
Oh,
everybody was supposed to
yeah.
do that, but I went and then
Well, yeah, now you just go out to dinner with Spanish.
Yeah. Finally.
Spanish. By the way, I had Spanish's table in my garage for 12 years,
Easily.
probably.
Easily.
Because he was whatever you were doing, whenever you're moving. Can I store this? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So I don't know. I just a bunch of stuff sitting on it, whatever.
Two
but-
things I want to point out. One, how dare you have the balls to ask somebody if you could store a table in their garage? And then two, how do you ask him to do it?
He's
Oh,
very
okay.
nice. Yeah.
But also the funny thing about it, it's not like a nice table.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like just a random table you
Bistro
could buy
table.
anywhere. It's not
It's
like
an heirloom. It was my great aunt's table that she had for a long time.
Garbage.
All right,
It's
well,
not garbage.
Anyways, so he comes over and gets it the other day, and he goes before he leaves, he goes, "Hey, seriously, do you want me to just give you like $200 for the dinner?" Because I said that. I go, I should at least. And I go, no, we'll figure it out.
Let's just go to dinner.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go to
You-
dinner.
We can go to lunch.
Nothing this
dinner.
weekend. You said, let's do this weekend.
I mean, I probably can. I know I can. I don't know if my wife can. I go Friday night.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
down.
All right. I'd be in.
I'm in.
What
Ye-
night?
Friday.
Ooh, I can
Oh.
do that.
Perfect.
Either or
We
whenever.
should go to that. No, we can't go there. I would say the Melting Pot Social.
Yeah.
But no, Fatty cannot be around
Well, then we'll go
marshmallow
get steaks.
treats.
You know what I said to my wife the other day, which we haven't been, and you guys have been, and I've been to one in Vegas, but I haven't been to the one here. Is the Texas de Brazil or whatever, right?
Oh,
Right, I'd
man,
go to
that
that.
place is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could eat all that meat.
Yeah.
I'd go
Whenever
there.
I'm ready to go, whenever I have the money set aside, and
Do you remember when you called it Tejas de Brazil?
I do.
I never wanted to punch you in the face more.
I mean, I don't believe that actually. That
True,
you never
you're
wanted
right,
to
you're
in the
right.
face more.
It tied.
That was a
it
lie.
tied a lot of the moments
Oh,
that I
okay.
wanted to
All
punch
right,
you in the
that's fair.
face.
That's fair.
Spanish is like, I went to Tejas de Brazil. Shut up. Tejas. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, Mike, love the show. Hey, real quick, since you guys are talking about integrity, and this has been bothering me all week, I've been thinking about it, and today, since that gentleman called in, I thought this is the perfect opportunity. Last week, when you mentioned the final question on Jeopardy, you remember that with Tony Montana?
Yes.
You said that Oliver Stone was the director. It was actually Brian De Palma.
No, Oliver Stone is the writer. Pay attention, sir. I'm never wrong.
Ugh.
Thank you.
Burn. What a burn on you. Think
wow.
about that for the rest of the week.
gotta hurt.
Let's go to the hotline and welcome back to this show the great Ethan Suplee. Ethan, how are you, buddy?
Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. You've actually been on the show before, but I don't think since it's got to be.
I know.
It's been a
No,
while.
I remember when for My Name Is Earl, we would talk. Yeah,
And you
I remember.
And do you live in Clearwater at all? Do you spend time here? Because last time you were on the show, you seemed somewhat familiar with it, and it's been dazzling us for years. We're like, does he know? Does he live here?
No, I don't live there. I know Byrne Steakhouse.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with Byrne Steakhouse, maybe the country's greatest steakhouse. But no, I don't live there. I live in southern Florida.
Oh, but okay. Well, you're in Florida. That's good. Okay. First of all, there's so many things we have to talk about, but let's start with the ridiculous transition in your body size, which I'm sure you're probably sick of talking about. But what an amazing transformation from being, and I'm a fat guy myself, from being a fat guy to being not only skinnier, but you actually have abs now. It is insane.
Yeah, but and let me just say, the pursuit of abs is a little bit more work, I think, than it's worth. and you know, I have 2 visible abs. On a really good day, I have 4 visible abs. Getting to 6 is a complete nightmare.
I think at our age, unnecessary. You don't need to do it now, right? I mean, once you can look down and see your wiener, I think that you've accomplished something.
I agree. I agree. That was a much more satisfying achievement, I think, than abs.
Now, can I ask you? I hope I'm not being too invasive, because I really do like you. But as a fat guy myself, I've contemplated getting weight loss surgery. Have you done that, or was it all through workout, or I don't know what you want to talk about or what you've done?
No, listen, I'll talk about anything. I did not have weight loss surgery. I think I was probably just too scared of surgery to get weight loss surgery. But I talked to a guy. I do a podcast called American Glutton, where I talk about all sorts of diets, you know, and there are people that are zealots about their different diets. And I talked to one guy who said he does a version of weight loss surgery that's super non-invasive, where they go in through the esophagus and just kind of stitch your stomach together, which to me sounds a heck of a lot better than cutting you open from the outside. So I think of all of these things as tools. I did not do that.
Oh, and so in Remember the Titans, which is a fantastic movie, you were a guy where, like, this guy's not going to live much longer, which is a shame because you're so likable. It's hard. When my wife watches all these shows, my 8,000-pound wife and all those things, to think that you started with the body that you did to get where you are now, it seems like a million-year journey.
Yeah, it was about 20 years. The first 15 were spent doing, you know, fad diets and really yo-yoing and losing weight and gaining weight and being kind of trapped in that cycle. And then about 5 years ago, I really figured out a long-term plan that I could stick to. And I think that's key, man. It's like, you know, we have like this dichotomy in the diet space right now where it's like the vegans versus the carnivores. And I think that the problem with any of those things is when we are reliant on a diet as though it's giving us an edge, I think we can let our guards down in other ways that make long-term weight loss really much harder. You know, it's hard work every day forever. And if we think we've got an edge because we're just eating meat, then we're not focusing on maybe any of our other bad habits about being sedentary and not moving, or, you know, overeating. You can still overeat meat. You know, there's a lot of issues there within the diet space that took me a very long time to figure out. I also think it's all very individual. And so when anybody's selling a diet and saying this is the universal fix, I don't think that's going to be true.
Sure.
I think the person's got to figure this out a little bit on their own.
I tell you, and I don't have to be the one to tell you, but you should be so super proud of what you accomplished. I've even tagged you a couple of times when I was working out. I'm like, Ethan Suplee is an absolute inspiration for what you've done for anybody. Fat guys, skinny people, you look great. All right. Anyway, another thing we have to talk to you about, which didn't happen last time we had you on, was how great is it that you got to be in Wolf of Wall Street, one of the greatest movies of all time?
It was awesome. It was like a bucket list thing to be able to work with Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio and other amazing people, Jonah Hill, John Bernthal. It was such an awesome movie.
Yeah, dude, I watch. That's one of those movies. You're in a couple of movies like that, but I can watch Remember the Titans whenever it's on. But I will specifically seek out Wolf of Wall Street once a week before I'm going to bed and just put it on and go to sleep. It's that great of a movie.
Yeah, the other aspect of that movie that I love, I think that we arrive in a place today where there's a lot that you can't do anymore in movies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And that was right on the edge, right? That was a few years before the whole country seemed to get puritanical, but like, I don't know that you could make that movie today. And similarly with American History X, such a positive message, such a necessary message, but I don't think you could make American History X today.
Do you I mean, I'm sure you have agents and managers and all that, but do you have a lot to do with picking what projects you do, because you seem to pick the right ones?
I mean, listen, I still like to work, but I'm a grandfather now, and I do get to pick and choose a little bit more, with a little bit more skepticism. And I think I just got lucky early on to be able to do such cool things. Because my career has been really cool.
You've really done some great stuff. You know what else? Another another observation. When you were a fat Ethan and you were in Remember the Titans, I know you want to leave me. That is one of my favorite parts. And you're like, look at this sweet guy. And then now though, Ethan Suplee with the abs and a mustache, kind of evil. You open up for bad guys now.
Yeah, well, okay. I did a TV show which everybody should check out. It didn't get a lot of love, but it was called Chance. It was on Hulu. It was me and Hugh Laurie. And I played just a total badass. And this was like, I had started lifting weights, but I was still very overweight. This was like 2015 and 16. And we did 2 years of this show. And I'm like a legit scary dude in that show.
Oh, see, now it's hard to picture, but I got to check it out. Hugh Laurie, see, that's a problem with all. There's too many goddamn channels now. There's all these great shows that slip past you because you don't know which channel to watch. We're talking to Ethan Suplee, one of Hollywood's great actors and nice guys, and you're going to have a chance to meet him this weekend at MegaCon in Orlando. Now anybody can go to a MegaCon and sit there and sign pictures and all that, but this is a great opportunity for you to have group shots with two different categories, because you're going to be doing a photo op with Jason Lee and Sharon Doherty from Mallrats, and then photo ops with Jason and Jamie Presley for My Name is Earl. So that's going to be a busy weekend for you, but great for Ethan Suplee fans.
Yeah, we're doing a My Name is Earl and a Mallrats, little reunion, which is going to be fun. Because I see Jason a lot, but I haven't seen Jamie or Shannon in a while.
No, you say you see him a lot. You guys hang out like as friends, or you just run into him at work stuff? Because in my mind, I still want you guys to live together.
No, well, he's got a bunch of kids. I have a bunch of kids and a grandkid, which I'm very proud of. He lives in Los Angeles. I go between Southern Florida and New York, and so I don't see him in person that much. But I do, a handful of times a year we get together. But we talk a bunch,
Well, this would be a great opportunity for you guys to go out and meet all of these guys together. I don't know, when you're not in it, are you attracted to these Comic-Con or MegaCons at all? Like, is there anything about them that you like when you're not going there as a celebrity?
I don't really collect stuff.
Yeah.
But I like, listen, I've done a lot of stuff over the years, and I've had, and I occasionally will get stopped in the street and people say they appreciate what I've done, which is really nice. But, you go and sit there and you just basically get people saying nice things to you all day. And it's like, that for me is like, how can I not like that? It's like feeding my ego, which I didn't think I had much of. But then after a day of having people say just really wonderful things to you, you're like, my God, I'm pretty cool.
You know what though? It's interesting because characters make so much of a difference in people's lives, and you may not realize it, and then as a fan, we're always like, man, if I ever meet that guy, I got to tell him how much I appreciate that. Like we do have that urge to want to thank you for doing what you do.
Yeah. I've done a few of these now, and for me today, the most meaningful conversations that I have and experiences that I have at them is people wanting to talk about weight loss and the struggles with weight loss. And like, I love those conversations more than anything, because like, I got to be completely honest with you. I don't know that I am able to maintain this without talking about it as much as I do. I think that's one of the heavily neglected things, is that we get into our minds that we're on this journey all by ourselves. And that's really hard. there's a beautiful poem which says no man is an island, and that resonates with me. And like, I'm also a sober guy, and having a community of like-minded people that you can just discuss your similar issues with, I think is so valuable.
Yeah, I think it's certainly the support of other people helps you out. And you're going to be also with another one of our friends who is a former fatty himself, and that's the great Kevin Smith, who is in fantastic shape now too.
Yeah, he's killing it. And then there's another Kevin who's coming, who's a buddy of mine. Kevin Connolly will be there.
Yeah,
from Entourage. It's like a little Hollywood reunion in Orlando. It's wild.
I mean, I'm a huge Entourage fan, as most guys my age probably are, and the idea that the whole Entourage cast is going to be there and you can take a picture with them is really tempting for me to go over there and do that. You got Entourage, you got Back to the Future, and of course you've got Ethan with Jason Lee and Jamie Presley, and Shannon Doherty for Mallrats and for My Name is Earl. Go meet Ethan. He's a great dude, just like you hear on the radio here. And man, I wish that one day your travels do bring you to this area of Florida. We'd love to have you come in or go to a restaurant and not eat with you somewhere.
that would be awesome. I just want to say I feel slightly insulted that I wasn't invited to do the Entourage photo. As you may know, I was the second lead in Queens Boulevard, so I'm gonna have to.
That's right.
I forgot about that. That's so funny, dude. You know what? Don't you love when nerds point those things out to you?
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's so
it's
funny.
Amazing. But my name is above the title on the poster. Queens Boulevard.
Hey, what are you working on now? What's coming out next?
I did it. I've got a TV series coming out, but I'm getting really mixed communication from the network, Amazon, about what I'm allowed to say about it. So I don't really know that
They actually called and they said they called early and they said you could say whatever you want on the show.
They did. They told you that.
Yeah,
I don't know
Jeff
the
Bezos
I'm
called
getting, or like keep your mouth shut. But I do have a TV series that will be out this year on Amazon.
All right. All right. We'll look for that. How's that?
I hate not being able to really talk about it.
Well, you know, when it is time to talk about it, you're certainly welcome back on the show and we'll promote it then. How's that?
I would love that.
Dude, you're the best. Go see Ethan this weekend. There's also My Name is Earl Q&A panel on Saturday at 4:30. So get there, get your tickets, go take the pictures, and make sure you tell him you heard him on the show when you're there. Ethan, great to talk to you again, buddy.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy your weekend. Take it easy. There you go. The great Ethan Suplee.
Right. Yeah.
I know you want to leave me. I love that scene. Ryan Gosling doing his little dance over there. Yeah.
By the way, we were talking earlier about celebrities, what people think if they're a genuine good person, whatever percentage, yes or no. Ethan, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, super nice.
100%. He's the first time we talked to him, whether he was or not, he just acted like he was familiar with the show, and he just made you like him right away. And then you look at all of his movies and just what a great actor he is, and his body transformation. If you haven't seen it, go follow him on Instagram, Ethan Suplee, or his podcast, American Glutton. He is. It's unbelievable how great he looks now.
I saw that he's going to be on Kevin Smith's cruise next month.
Oh, really?
So he probably gets to go shirt off by the pool.
Yeah. If I had 2 out of 6 abs, I'd go shirt off.
But I mean, I don't know if that's maybe the first time he'd be able to do that.
He had to have some sort of skin removal surgery because he did so well. But that's not a fault of his. That's That's I don't know that I have 20 years to dedicate to do what he did.
Well, but he's saying that it's been his whole life. He was trying earlier and doing this and kind of yo-yoing back and forth, and then once he figured it out, it clicked and it worked for him.
It's got to be weird though when you're a young actor and now you're being typecast as the fat guy. That's arguably why you're even in the movie to start with.
Yeah.
But he's able to parlay that into, like you said, the evil character. He was not the fat guy in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
No, he's got a whole.
Remember in Wolf of Wall Street, he breaks the baseball bat in the scene when they're the midget?
And he's a good enough actor where he can lose the weight and still get the acting roles. He's not just to be in the background, be a big guy.
No, he's great.
He seems excited about this Hulu show that we can, Amazon show we can talk about. So hopefully that'll be great. Hugh Laurie and Ethan Suplee. How do we not even hear about that?
Yeah.
It sucks. That's why we talk about shows so much on this show, because we want to turn you on to things that you probably aren't watching. I am inundated now with ads for that We Are the World documentary that I talked about.
Yeah.
It's everywhere now. So what are you laughing at?
What? what? No, I just think it's funny because like literally our TVs and phones are listening to us.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
100%.
Like all the time.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
terrible.
it's just so funny is that they're like your phone. You don't even have to say, "Hey Siri," now. It's just tell it, ask it what you want. Your Amazon, if it's not listening to you, how does it hear you when you're talking about it?
And then there was that big article how the NSA just bought, or not really, they say they bought all of our data behind our backs.
Yeah. I always say things like, I don't want to say that, get on everybody's, but I'm like, where do I buy machine guns?
Yeah.
You know, things like that. I say,
you're on the list.
Can you buy heroin online? Like I always ask you those. So just to throw
What's the best militia to join?
Right.
Yeah,
Hey, Alexa, how do I make napalm?
No.
How do I stop Spanish from molesting kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Who's Spanish?
I like to get them all.
That's terrible,
I am
whoever that
out.
is.
Oh no! How to make napalm just came up.
Yeah.
Napalm is a combination of gelling agents. Oh, it's got.
Yeah.
Then it says more from the web. Stir in zucchini parmesan flowers. I don't know. I don't think that's a napalm. I
You
can
know,
tell you that.
if you go into your Amazon account, it's got the recordings of
Yes.
all the questions you've asked.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
Do you know how to make napalm though? They take this jelly, they warm it up, and they put it on your belly.
I was napalm yesterday.
I don't know why you didn't enjoy that. I thought it was very
Because
pleasant.
I feel like what was done to me is what I've done to girls all the
Oh.
years.
Hot.
Oh,
It was hot.
Yeah.
not the same.
It's what I've done to girls all these years and what Pete did to my wrist one time.
Hot.
We weren't alone.
Rub me with the wand, lady. I love it.
Yeah. It's not as fun on when they're doing it to your neck.
Yeah.
I would have rather had it on my neck.
Nah, trust me.
And our faces had to be close.
I had that too, and it was great.
See, I did not
They
like
did
it.
the quarter.
I had to do
artery.
right up in here from my
Carmen's had it
thyroid.
on her neck.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Sorry.
I had a sex dream about Karen Fian last night.
Wow.
I love her today.
Hot.
Yeah.
All right.
It was hot. Yeah, but have a dream about her. She's 100 times better.
Yeah. Have you listened to the
went from a
lucid dreaming
7 to
tapes yet?
10. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't want to be put in another.
How about he lets you know when he listens?
He's not gonna. He's not gonna. I have to remind him.
You do ask that almost every day.
Yeah, I mean, like lucid
it's a
dreaming
lot.
is awesome. I don't know why everybody wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm already lucid dreaming.
No.
Spanish, let me ask you this. Would you listen to a guy who just a month ago had his shoes off and was running through people's backyards?
Yeah.
Hey, lucid dreaming, that's where it's
Oh,
at.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll see you at the Sad Weirdos
Jumping
meeting.
on board on that one.
It's like taking weather information from Lukachaya,
Yeah.
Weirdo J.
Sure, I
We
guess.
avoid it because we don't want to be like you.
Yeah. All right.
Listen, I am very interested in it, and I did look at it, but I don't want to be. I feel also like you ever see the exorcism of Emily Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why they got into her head? Because she was susceptible to it. I don't want to be susceptible
You're not
to your
susceptible
to your
to it.
wizardry.
Well, it's just. I mean, it's not my wizardry. I didn't make
What
the
is it?
tapes. It's the CIA, what they used for the Monroe Institute.
I know, but it's just I
It's
feel
a guided
like,
meditation.
What if I do it wrong?
You won't.
What if I do it so right I can't come out of it?
You'll be fine.
Well, those are the things I worry about.
You'll be fine.
It's why I don't do hard drugs.
I
don't do any
hard
drugs.
drugs are much different than a guided
But
meditation.
I read Timothy Leary, one of his books, and the idea that he was using acid to LSD to unlock other levels.
Yeah.
That's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take LSD.
No, you shouldn't. You don't need LSD. I'm telling you, the guided meditations will do all that stuff for you, and you won't be, on drugs for 24
That's
hours.
the other thing. You're giving me shark syndrome. Shark trying to tell me how to do the show when he's never had any show successful before me. It's like trying to, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm not mad at Shark, but it's just like you don't tell me how to do a good show. You never had a good show.
I don't know how this compares to the lucid dreaming.
You are not an expert at it. You are not successful at it. Why you should tell me.
Do lucid dream though? That's the thing. So you do the tapes and you can lucid dream.
So your dreams are better than mine. I dreamt I was banging Karen Fian in 4 different ways.
Last night I had a dream where I had actual bare hands and I was mauling
No,
people. So
no, take my bare hands.
Sorry,
Don't steal
sorry.
bare hands.
I could do whatever I want. It's my
No.
dream.
I would watch that movie.
Yeah. See?
Some people have said that your credibility has taken a hit as of late.
Well.
By the way, have you ever seen the movie Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid?
I watched that over this past holiday season.
Great movie. Obviously, it was early 80s, whatever. That's a movie they should remake.
Yeah.
That's I mean, it's kind of
That and Inner Space.
Inner Space was
is
great.
good.
They injected
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Martin Short.
Martin
Yeah.
Short.
Great
into,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Inner space.
By the way, are you allergic to bees? No. Why? And his face is just also so great.
Good movie.
Oh my god.
All right. We must take a break.
Sure.
If you'd like to get through to the show, I would like to give you the phone number. We don't get to talk to people a lot, and this always works out good for us when we take phone calls.
Why?
727 579-1025 or 800-771-1025.
Can I give you a preview?
Please.
The math was wrong on the thing. What was that?
Oh, that was the wind in their car.
Oh,
Guys,
that was
they
good, Carmen. That was good.
Wah, wah.
We all looked at each other like, who's doing this?
Scared the hell out of me.
I thought I was having a stroke for real.
Jeez.
Everyone always calls their
I thought
windows
you
are
were-
down.
I thought you were clearing your blowhole.
He's like the dude from Police Academy.
I'm just kidding.
What's his name?
Carmen Winslow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, we got to take a break. I'll hit your phone calls, your awesome calls next on 1025 The Bone. I started thinking about it over the break. We don't really take any phone calls on this show, even though I always give the phone number out. And I think people stop calling because we don't really take a lot of phone calls. It's time to bond with the people again. Right, Carmen?
I don't like it.
I know you don't.
It's gonna be awful.
Let's see how the first one goes. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Just want to tell you guys, great show. Enjoy it. Gets my morning pumped up. And that's all I got to say. You guys enjoy your guys' day.
I'll take that, sir. Thank you. You enjoy your day.
Well, see there, end it right there. That's perfect.
Yep.
That was a perfect phone call. He complimented us.
To
He
me,
was, he was good.
I feel like it's a gateway to a slew of new phone calls. I mean, think of all the great people we have found through the phones. Crazy Patty, Medicine Man, Love Tiger. Oh, by the way, I haven't heard from
You're
Love
making
Tiger.
a case against yourself.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Love Tiger today, Carmen?
I've not.
Every day without hearing from him makes me nervous.
Oh, man.
Definitely not.
His leg finally exploded.
Oh.
Will you go to Love Tiger's funeral?
100%. Oh, you wouldn't?
Well, hold on. Let me rephrase it. Yes. I just don't think that there will be one. I think his mom would just be like, all right, thank
Throw it
God.
in the woods.
Yeah. Finally.
Oh, man.
Because I asked him, I go, why don't you get your mother to get you an air fryer? And he said, my family didn't do anything for me.
Aww.
He has a very normal and attractive sister. So I don't know if, yeah.
I saw there's an air fryer on sale at Target for like $25.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have any money.
I mean, $25?
What would he get money from?
Does he get like disability or anything?
He's got to.
I don't know. He can't call the show because he doesn't have a phone. So that's a bad start. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning. This is Mike, the gambler.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, I'm telling you guys, you should all take a early withdrawal from your 401ks and put it all on the Chiefs for the Super Bowl.
Of course.
Through the Hard Rock Bet app.
We did that. We actually emptied our 401ks.
Listen,
We're on a
I
roll
just
already.
I just did it in the open letter. There is no way
Yeah.
they are not going to let the Chiefs win with Taylor Swift on there and Travis Kelce and all that stuff.
Oh,
That
my
is
God.
happening for sure.
If we see her cry,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to see her cry.
She will hold the Lombardi trophy.
He was crying last time.
Yeah, but it was tears of joy.
Yeah.
I don't want to see tears of sadness from Tay.
By the way, I made a bet early on that Travis Kelce would be the Super Bowl MVP, and this
Yeah.
was before they were in there. So
Ooh, wow.
I bet. Let's see, how much was it? Sorry. So it's going to be. I bet $15, and I will win $1,265
Wow.
if he's the
That's good luck.
$15.
That's a very good chance.
Yeah, right.
Good
job,
Probably they probably put the odds there because he's got to beat out Mahomes, but
Yeah.
it goes with the script.
Right.
They
Goes
people
with
want
the
to
script. Yeah.
all the Swifties want to see him the MVP.
Because here's how it comes down, Carmen. It's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be close.
For the
In
record,
that-
I bet on Brock Purdy.
it's going to be close, and the Chiefs are going to be down, and then Travis is going to look up, and Taylor's going to go, "You got this." And she's going to
He'll do the hard
and
thing.
he's going to do the
Yep.
hard thing, and he's going to do the hard thing back.
Yeah.
And then you know how he's going to catch the football, do the heart, and it'll go
Oh,
right back. He'll catch it in the end zone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shot through the heart.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm watching this.
And then
She covers that?
She covers it. They
Oh.
release it at the end of the thing whenever they show the Lombardi trophy.
And now a debut.
Yep.
Taylor Swift's Bon
New
Jovi
song.
cover.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Game-winning touchdown as time expires.
100%.
You wrote the best Super Bowl ever.
I did.
Yeah.
Then it's Tay with the confetti,
Yep.
hoisting the Lombardi trophy. We did it.
Before we give it to the owner of the team, let's give it to Taylor Swift.
Get up here, girl.
Mike Calta Show, good morning. Come on, you're the first one that's not good. Mike Calta Show,
not
hello.
good out of two.
Hey, good morning. I wanted to just say that, you know how you said that you'd like to thank like Ethan Suplee about like, you know, you bring some fun into your life, his character. Well, that's what you guys do for me in the morning. Every morning I listen to you,
That
and I
is-
really
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
That is very nice, sir. I do appreciate that, and I forget sometimes how many people actually listen to the show, and I know a lot of people are listening for clips here and there on their way to work, but the amount of people that this show reaches boggles my mind every week. But thank you. I'm glad to hear some feedback, man. We appreciate
I'm
it.
sorry we don't have abs.
Well, hey, you know,
That's all right. We can do it. Gio's going to get it.
no,
Thank you.
that's not
Yeah,
really likely.
definitely.
Yeah, I love this guy.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No.
Let's call it a day right there.
Spanish will have an ab first on this show. Oh, Carmen.
Just one.
Carmen will have an ab.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wawa?
I think
Come on.
we'll probably be about the same.
You're a jerk.
I picked you, Carmen. Don't be mad at me.
Thank you. Listen, I'm trying, man.
Oh,
I'm working
she's
hard.
trying, Gio. Leave her alone.
Listen, so am I. I support her trying.
You are not.
Hey, Carmen, your friend that does your hair?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a smoking hot.
Mike said,
She's on my Facebook or Instagram somewhere, and I came across and I went, "What? Whoa, look at
Who
that."
is she?
that's
Do I-
Wawa Wee Wah.
She is, yeah, she is
Yeah.
really pretty.
Paige, do I know who she is?
Yes. She's tattooed all up. She has a neck tattoo.
I mean, it sounds
Uh,
good.
You can send that picture to the group, please.
Yeah, send a picture. I don't know.
I
who she is.
didn't save any pictures, but I'll go find it.
Just for a reference point.
Yeah, all right. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I just want to say I love your show.
Thank you. Where are you calling from?
Sarasota
That's our,
County.
that's our spot, man. Well, good. I appreciate you listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You know what you're doing. I really love you guys.
What do you love the
you too.
most out of all of us?
You know, I actually saw a clip on social media, and I did not realize you have a full sleeve, and I think it looks great.
Oh.
But I got my points to Spanish because he really puts up with a lot.
Oh, I mean,
that's what you want? A guy that puts
Yeah.
up with a lot?
Yeah.
You sound like a real prize.
Doormat.
A safe bet. I got you.
I got a full sleeve, and I'm giving it to him.
But
Yeah,
this girl's
hot.
like, well, listen, I'm a lot to deal with. I need a guy who can put up with a lot.
I got your back.
Thank you, Punk. I appreciate the call.
Thanks, guys.
Have
Bye.
a good day.
Love you.
Gonna weather a lot of storms.
Yeah.
Spanish, it bruises my ego greatly how much girls like you.
Is that why you're so mean to me?
No, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? If I was single and that was the case and I was losing out to you all the time, that might make me mad.
He's the only single guy on the show.
Yeah.
No, I know,
So
but
it filters all to him.
But ever since the beginning of
Don't
the
blow
show,
it.
ever since the beginning of the show, girls have liked him.
Yeah.
And
He's always been the only single guy.
Yeah, I
on the
would
show.
say it's a severe lack of options.
Yeah.
I think it's my
And it's
authenticity.
because he's safe. He doesn't look like he can hurt you.
But it's also, man, I'd love to bang Mike or I'd love to bang Galvin, but they're married. Spanish is near them.
Yeah. All right.
If I bang Spanish, maybe I'll get to hang out with the cool guys.
Yeah.
Consolation prize.
I'll take it.
Boy, how I wish that was
I'll
going
take
through
it.
girls' heads. I'd like to bang those guys, but they're
Yeah.
married.
I love the trickle down effect.
Yeah. No. What amazes me about you is the quality of women that you
Well,
have.
it didn't always used to be that way.
No. I know, but you've used this show for good.
Yeah.
And you have turned yourself into quite the chick magnet because think about it. We made you a jester. We made you grow your hair and do tricks and we hurt you. And
Yeah.
still you're able to get the hottest chicks.
A lot of mental health issues out
Yeah.
there.
So, but that for me, I'm living through you. So I appreciate it. But if I was single and you were beating me out on all these girls, it would break my
It
heart.
would never
and I
happen,
would
Michael.
hate you.
It would never happen.
It 100% would
Never,
happen.
no way.
These girls don't care that I'm married. If they wanted something to do with me, they would go for it anyway. You know how they are.
Yeah, I
All
do.
whores.
Oh
I
my
do.
God.
He's not wrong. There was a time in my like mid 20s where it was literally just married women that were hitting me up. It was wild.
Now, I will tell you that you have different categories of women. You get the good girlfriend types, like
Yeah.
the type that you would date and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Like
Like
right
Mariah?
now, like
Yeah.
Mariah. I found a picture of me and Bobby Kelly and Mariah on my phone yesterday from when we went and played in Sarasota.
Yeah.
She's adorable
She
and
really
she's
is.
perfect for you.
She's so much fun. She's
Yeah.
so cool.
So you got that, and then but then there's some that are like, how?
Yeah.
It's so out of your league.
Like I don't want to say her name
Don't wanna
because
say
she's
her
a
name.
little litigious. But
Oh, all right.
yeah. But
Ooh.
there's one. I'm not gonna say her name. Yeah, but
What does it start with?
an L.
Oh,
Mm.
yes.
Yeah, you do. If I showed you a photo of her, you would remember.
Isn't that
immediately.
photo? Is she wearing clothes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'll send you the one to the group where she's not.
What
All
is
right,
the
so-
second letter? L what? DeBarge.
Laverne.
Yeah. Well, you're close.
Send me the picture. I'd like to see.
All right.
But yeah. But there's some though that I go, how can this real sized woman like this little boy?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Again,
I
it's
mean,
not
I enjoy it.
It's not even a jealousy. It's I'm like so happy for you.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
Because it's it's been a weird ride.
Now get over here, you punching bag.
Yeah.
That lady's like, I love your sleeve, but I don't like that you bother Spanish. So if you think that's gonna make me be nice to you, and that was a plant call, boy, are you wrong?
Yeah.
All right, I'll wait on that picture. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning, everybody.
What's up, buddy?
I was about to call and try to come up with some smart aleck thing to say that I don't love you guys, but I can't. Like, you guys are a little bit. It's weird. It's like watching a family or listening to a family. And I know you don't know us listeners, but kind of want to confirm what everybody else is saying. You guys do make our days. Mine especially. Like, I drive around all day. I have my earbud in constantly, listening to the show from beginning to end. And it's almost like we know you. Like, I feel like I could meet you guys and I know you without you knowing me. So
two things. One, that's the goal, is that we want you to feel comfortable and listen to the show every day. And two, the other thing that I think that we give that a lot of shows want is we're happy to meet you. Like, if we're out somewhere and you're like, hey, listen, we're not like, Jesus, get these people. We're like so happy that you listen and so happy to meet you still after all these years.
I don't run into you much because I live in Fort Myers, so I'm pretty far away from, where you guys would normally be. But I've been to a couple of your events. I actually moved down here in like 2012, and I think the first week I was here, you guys were playing with Pitbull Toddler.
Oh, yeah.
A bar in Venice, and that was the first time I ever heard of you, and been listening ever since.
Well, good. We
I was also going to say another thing. I just saw today. I think it came out yesterday, but Bert added a second whole day of shows for his
and they
upcoming
sold out.
Sold out already. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I called the other day. I was actually kind of like begging you for tickets. I sat on hold for a while just listening to the show, which was awesome to hear it live through the phone. But yeah, I went on there yesterday and I was like 4 minutes too late. I was like, unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for that guy.
I'm sorry that I can't just pull them out, but we're actually saving.
No. I understand that. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm not asking for them.
No,
now.
I know.
I'm just hoping that you still have some that you're gonna
We do.
go to some sort of game, because it's my life's mission to get my wife to that show for some reason.
Carmen.
So.
Yeah.
Give this guy a pair of tickets.
Oh.
Just give it to him.
Oh,
are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah. First of all, not only is he a good listener and all that, but I understand when you're trying to get something for your wife and you have no other place to go. Just hold on. Just stay on hold. It's going to be a couple minutes, okay?
Yes, sir, Mike. Thank you so much, man.
No
That's
problem.
unbelievable.
No problem. I mean, I wish I could just give them to everybody. You know what I mean? But we have enough that we could save and do a big contest with. I have an idea for a contest I want to do, but it may end in law enforcement. So I have to really think about whether or not.
I sent you those photos, by the way.
Can I review them live on the air?
To the group?
No,
come on.
No, you want to see? I'll show you.
Do I know this person or not?
Yeah, you've all met. You've met her before. She was at Mike's wife's 40th birthday party.
Mike's wife for his birthday party.
Oh,
Mike's
yeah.
40th birthday party.
Yeah.
That's a great body.
Yeah.
And what's she mad about? What happened?
Yeah.
Or she just doesn't want you to talk about her?
She
understandable.
May have been. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Joe just put you on the camera.
Whatever.
The one
It
thing
is
he
what it
gets.
is. She may have been married. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Still?
And that was your fault?
No.
Wow.
But what I found out, and it all blew up pretty hardcore.
Did you find out mid coitus?
Bruh.
No.
Did you bring her?
No. I did not.
Okay, Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
All right. Oh, good times.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was still on hold. Yeah, just calling to let you guys know that many of us don't listen live, but having you on the app is awesome. When we have the time, we chime in and we listen. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Big ups, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I wanted to take phone calls from people. I'm not screening them. I'm just taking them. I'm not like only put on the people who love us.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
I went to USF with Spanish.
How was that?
Are you threatening us?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I never knew he was Spanish.
Oh, you know him now, and you're like, oh, that's a nerd that we went to school with.
I contacted him on Facebook recently, and I was
Ryan.
like,
Ryan?
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you do now?
I'm a water plant operator. I'm down in like Englewood.
Always up to no good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate the
I got
call.
a lot of buddies in Englewood.
Do you?
That's where Favre's from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glendale's son.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Galvin.
Hey, buddy.
Going back a little ways, you had a phone call. Lady called in complaining about her life, and Galvin gave her some verbal coaching.
Yes.
And every once in a while, could you guys play it? Because I actually have to pull over. I'm laughing so hard.
I have to find that, but that was. Do you have it?
I'm
sure I have it somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's on
I'll
your.
look for it.
I think it's on your hard drive. Probably.
That was great.
It was good.
That was great. All right, last one. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning. I was wondering, when can you all do another Halloween cruise?
Well,
I'm going to say probably sometime around October. Yeah. Go out on a limb here.
Okay, what year?
Oh. Well, the thing with the cruise is it's better to go earlier because we're still in hurricane season in October, right?
Yeah,
So
and then the other thing is that we found out that people are coming up on spring break, and it's easier for them to go this time. More people go. Like we're used to having, we have hundreds of people go on the cruise now, as opposed to straggling to get 100 before. So it just seems to be a better time.
That's unfortunate. I had an amazing time on the Halloween cruise.
Well, you can come on this cruise and just bring a costume if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah. Wear it the whole time.
Yeah.
Bring a wig.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You think that was Wiggy Smalls?
I hope so. I would love to see what
Wiggy
she looks
Smalls
like
was
now.
great.
She was a blast, man.
Only interested in the Halloween portion of the cruise.
I know.
Yeah,
Anything else? Nope. I'm out.
Yeah. It was
we
really
could
weird.
just have a costume party, right?
Yeah, we don't. Doesn't need to be Halloween.
Yeah, I just like dressing up.
Yeah.
Oh, let's tell Carmen there's a costume contest.
Oh,
She's the only
yeah.
one that
Yeah,
dresses
you
up.
really think that
Do you know
I
that-
would care?
Do you know the
Gio?
problem with that is that for some reason the cruise lines do not want you to bring costumes on the
'Cause
boat.
the
We tried that.
Terrorism.
Yeah.
However, you ready for this? I'll tell you during the break, but I can't say on the air.
Wait,
Just give us a hint.
We do have a costume party planned for this
Word?
cruise.
Oh,
All right.
I like
That's all
that,
I can
Carmen.
say.
Okay.
You people on the
Forward.
cruise,
All
you'll have plenty of notice. Don't worry about it.
Call that
Wait,
lady.
what?
Call that lady back. She's probably gonna be in now.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this: it's a costume party, and you people are already prepared for it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
What do you
I
mean,
must
you
take a
people?
break.
Oh, I
must
know
take a
it.
break.
I know it.
You must.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth.
I found this so I can send it to Carmen and we can have it.
All right, we'll play when we come back.
Yeah.
That thing that Roger was calling about, that Galvin gave a woman. Like if Ethan Suplee would have talked to Galvin when he was fat, Galvin would have got him in good shape back then.
Hmm.
This is motivation for everybody. We'll play it when we come back. It's a Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Did we give away the Travis Scott tickets?
We do have a pair left.
I'll do it before we get out of here if anybody wants them, because that show is tonight in Orlando at the former Amway Center. I forgot what it was called now, the Hyundai Hut or the Kia Dome or whatever it's called. I don't have no idea.
Hyundai Hut.
It's something. I can't remember.
That was
I'd like to
great.
go to the Hyundai
That was
Hut.
so good.
It's a Kia Center now.
Kia Center.
The
Yeah,
The
Hyundai Hut.
Hyundai Hut.
I forgot what it was. My son's going. He's very excited. He's
Yeah.
got floor tickets. That makes me very nervous.
Nah, he'll be fine.
Another sacrifice.
Nah, Aw. Your son is really, from what I've seen, when we've been together in big crowds, he's very aware of what's going on. He's not one of those.
When have you been in a big crowd of my
on
son?
on the cruise? Me and him had a whole time where we were walking around
You
trying
mean
to
the
follow
fattest
Bert.
cruise ever?
Yeah, there was a lot of
That was the fattest cruise ever.
Yeah.
I remember looking around. I was playing blackjack at a table, and I looked at the table. And I go, "This is the fattest table I've ever sat at." Yeah, I'm talking about myself too. So I'm not like, but and then I'd go over to the bar, and I go, "This is the fattest bar I've ever been to." It was just the women were fat, the guys were fat.
Oh my god.
They
The,
were.
ship, the whole ship sank. Was there a hole or something? Nope, just
Nope.
sank.
It's actually still sinking, still dropping as we speak.
Buffets wiped out.
Yeah, dude.
Where's all the food?
It's gone.
I have all right, we'll do those Travis Scott tickets before we leave. So if you don't call now, you're just wasting your time. I'm not gonna do it for another 20 minutes.
I was going to say I could probably help out on the cruise if people are a bunch of fat people on there.
I mean, people need motivation, Galvin.
Sure.
And Galvin put together. Galvin actually, this was live, was talking to a woman who was on the phone who was calling about and complaining about her life.
Yeah.
And then I think we should take this and we should make it available for everybody. It's not exactly Richard Simmons, but we'll let you take a listen to it. Here you go.
Are you a fat piece of crap with nothing left to live for? Do you want to lose a whole bunch of weight, but picking up your phone just seems easier? Then you need to call Galvin's Weight Loss and Suicide Hotline.
What is the problem? You're overweight and you're sad because you're overweight?
Right now, my life is on a free fall, and you had mentioned that you want to start at the gym.
What do you want us to do? Come over and move your legs and arms and you lose weight? I don't get it.
I find you a little intimidating.
And then give up. I don't understand. I don't know what you want.
You know, sometimes you just have to say you're done. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Like, if you don't like the way that things are going, change the things. You're free falling. Stop. Stop falling.
I don't think this is going the way I wanted it to.
Come on. You know what? Not everybody's going to be a success story.
Call today, 800-771-1025. Galvin's Weight Loss Hotline, only available weekdays from 3 to 7 p.m.
Dude, that's so good. This is not going the way I thought it was going to go. Your response.
She was so sad.
Not everyone's going to be a success story.
That should just ended it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, man, I've been there.
have you?
When your life is free falling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met that lady. She won Miss Fitness over 50.
You turned her around.
Yeah.
Tell
Good for
me,
you, man.
give me an update on your situation. Has Clarence Carter called you anymore?
Oh, I got a phone call yesterday.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Come on,
man. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so Joe got to hear the whole thing.
I did.
You
Yeah.
answered the call?
Well, I'm communicating with someone for the show, and they called me from because it's a Google number.
He does have to answer his phone.
Yeah.
He could be missing a lot of calls.
But he
So-
does owe me $5 for each word he says when he answers the phone.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because it was when I answered.
Once you pay Tom, he'll pay you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Once when I answered, I just heard breathing, and I said, "Are you trying to reach me about my extended warranty? Because I'm not interested." And then when she laughed, I was like, "Oh, hey, Karen." She's like, Then I think she asked me if I still wanted to get back together. And
Are
I
you
just-
serious?
Yeah.
Said, why don't you love me?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I said,
Does
I
she
don't know.
realize how asinine it is to be creating fake Google numbers
Yeah,
just to call you
it's-
nonstop?
I don't.
Desperate.
I don't
How
get
easy is it to make a fake Google number?
It takes
Yeah.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess she's just in a situation with this guy. But I don't know.
Not your
Yeah.
fault.
No, it's not my fault.
We can call
Yeah,
her.
if you want to. I don't care.
Carmen, do you still have the number?
I can resend it to you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not saving that.
I love that.
Yeah, hold on.
You don't understand. I get little tingles when this happens. This is what I live for.
Resend me that other stuff.
You want to see the photos?
Send that.
If you show us naked pictures, that's not revenge porn. If you post it,
No, yeah, I can't post it.
no, that's all right.
I just showed Gio a photo of something that I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I'll send it to the group.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Hey, when Kelly quits, can you show us those pictures?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll get points.
Yeah.
Don't quit, Kelly.
That one is an oldie but a goodie, Spanish.
Yeah. That was an oldie but a goodie. I sent it to you guys if you want to check it out.
Well, did you send it to Carmen?
The phone number, yeah.
I got the number.
All right, will you try and call?
I'm calling.
Keep your mic near you so I can hear you.
It's a wonderful caption.
It's ringing. Tell her Spanish wants to talk to her.
You know, that's a great caption and that's a great picture. All I can think of is she wearing a goddamn Van Halen shirt?
I don't think so.
Oh, you're gonna jinx the band. They can break up.
Yeah.
No answer.
It looks like she's wearing a Van Halen
Spanish,
shirt.
don't get mad at me, but she really is pretty.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
That's why you won't stop answering
Yeah.
the phone.
Mhm.
It's from. Yeah, that's it.
$5 a word.
Son of a bitch.
Hey,
Goodbye. One word. $5.
Who wrote that message?
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Good times at the OK Corral.
Mm.
But I got to tell you, I'm glad that's over.
Are you?
Good times at the BH Corral.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Mariah's way cooler.
Oh.
Way much
Yeah,
better.
all right.
in a lot of other ways.
That's not hard to
Charisma,
do.
if you need me to console you, please hit me up on social media or something.
She will when what's his face goes back to wherever he's
Charisma,
going.
you know how mad Spanish will be if we send him a Snapchat of the two of us together naked?
I will not be mad.
You would be mad.
No way.
Spanish, you say that.
Michael.
If I said to you, hey, I tell you something, I banged Charisma last night, you would be like, oh, cool.
I don't know how to express this, but I'm just going to say it. I have been over her for a while. The confusion, however, of how things went from what they were to what they are now is the only thing that I can't seem to let go of yet. But her as a person and as a partner, no, I don't have any interest in. in that anymore. Yeah.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
So,
please.
He would be mad. Not to your face, but
Nah.
yeah, he'd be mad.
Nah.
You would never trust me again.
Yeah, I would.
No way.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like
No, you tell me stuff all the time. You would not.
What?
I 100% would. Michael, don't listen to him.
No, Gio's honest with you.
He's not being honest right now.
Always honest.
Gio is not honest, and he lies a lot.
No, you confided in me, and I said, "Don't let Mike hear that."
Yep. What?
See?
I don't know. We're not doing that right now. I don't see.
Unbelievable.
Come on, I thought we were here to have fun.
That's it. I'm not going to Comic-Con with you this weekend.
You're such a dick, dude.
Is this not true?
I never said anything to the effect of "Don't let Michael hear it." That's not true at all.
Joe,
You've never said don't let Mike find out about this?
Never.
About anything?
About anything.
That's a lie.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lie.
Mike Calta Show, hello.
Yeah, my name is Johnny.
What's up, Johnny?
I was gonna call about. I listened to the Roger and JP show yesterday, and I don't know if you guys talked about it yet, about Dizzy knocked somebody out in the bar.
No.
What?
I didn't know about
Yeah,
this.
he talked about it. He talked about it yesterday on Roger and JP show.
Whose shoulders did he
I guess
climb
it was
on?
some- What's that?
Whose shoulders did he climb on to hit the guy?
I don't know. He was on Roger and JP show, but he was at a bar with a girl, and some other guy was hitting on his girl, and he said he turned around and eventually just knocked him out.
All right. We need. Thank you, sir. I need to get dizzy.
He punched him right in the ding ding.
Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hello?
Yep.
Hey, I'm calling to win those Travis Scott tickets.
Oh, no, I said later on. I said 20 minutes. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Always works well.
Yeah.
Huh?
How you doing? Oh, God damn it.
That's good.
You ruined my streak, sir.
Yours would be
We're doing
great.
so good for so long.
Were we?
I don't
Then talk now. You said hello. Do I say hello?
What do we have tomorrow on the program, Spanish?
Tomorrow is what day is it today? Tomorrow's Thursday.
I know.
Martine will be in.
He is?
Yes.
Why? We have no football this weekend.
You said until the Super Bowl is over, Martine comes in every Thursday.
Very good. Good answer. Good answer.
Mhm.
You didn't. I tried to swerve you. You didn't get swerved.
No.
That was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Martine will be here tomorrow. So that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing
no-
else planned on the show.
No.
Mm.
Well, unless you want to do that new game.
Yeah, we could probably do it. But there's two things that I want to do that I don't want to say on the air because I want to save them for the live gig. I just don't know how we do it on the live gig. One of them involves a car.
Oh, that's very exciting.
You need a car. I'll get you a car. I can figure it out.
I got
Gio can get you a car.
No, I got a car. The car's not the hard part.
Listen, if you need a car, Michael, Gio can definitely help.
I'll get you a car.
How many cars you need?
Just don't tell Mike. Whatever you do.
To quote Carmen, I hate this show.
Hey man, just please don't tell Mike.
Oh, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Gio, you can't. You were supposed to keep this a secret.
I told Mike?
Yes,
No.
you're telling him now.
I'm not telling him what you said.
You're
I'm just telling him
right
you
now.
said that.
But you should get to breaking the rules.
You know how I look at guitar and I realize no matter how hard I practice or whatever, I'll never be able to play guitar. There's just certain things I can't do. I'm starting to feel that way about chess.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
How hard have you practiced?
No, not hard. You mean guitar or chess?
Yeah,
no, not at all.
Oh.
Not at all. I
Yeah.
just know that I'll never get it. I could never. It's
But
too many
that's not,
strings.
that's not true at all.
But like I play the bass and I'm not really getting that. Like I could play what we play, but I can't. I'm not picking things up on my own.
Right, but you're also not practicing 2 hours a day. Yeah.
No, not 2 hours a day.
Or even an hour a day.
Yeah.
They
Or
say
say
all you
5
need-
minutes a day.
They say all you have to do is practice something 16 minutes a day, and you will be better than 90% of the people.
That's
Yeah.
That's not
That
true.
is not-
Listen, I used to have people all the time say, "Oh man, it's so cool you play drums. I always wanted to play drums, or I wanted to play guitar, this and that." And I go, "Start."
Yeah.
I go, because
Yeah.
you're going to keep on talking about it, and you're not going to do it. In 3 years from now, I'm going to go, "How you know? Oh, I never started." But 3 years from now, you could be in a
Yeah.
band.
It's true.
Playing
Carmen, that is
easily.
not true because Spanish has been doing the show for 4 hours a day. Hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Come on.
practice.
But he does it for 4 hours.
No.
Yeah.
I'm learning Spanish right now on an app called Duolingo. That I do for 15 minutes a day.
Me
See?
too. What's your streak?
My streak right now is only 4 days because I started 4 days ago.
All right, let me test your
¿Qué pasa?
Spanish.
Bien.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of a good thing to ask you that you know.
Puedo filar mi lápiz.
What did you just say?
He said, "Play with his big floppies."
That's what it sounded like he said.
Me quiero quitar los pantalones.
Mis pantalones is no importante.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está Carmen?
Carmen es en el estudio de San Petersburg.
All right, that's pretty good. Carmen?
Sí.
¿Cuántos años?
That's it. That's all I know.
Oh.
Está gorda.
How How old?
Yes. How old are you?
Oh, 32.
Did you hear what Gio said in Spanish?
No.
He said,
bonita. Bonita.
No, tú está no bonita. Tú está
Muy grande.
muy gorda.
By the way, Carmen, answer en español.
Sí.
Grande.
Gordita.
Gordita crunch.
Taco Bell.
Oh,
Yes.
chalupa.
Gio said, Elwa. I want to hear you guys talk to each other in Spanish.
Who, me and Gio?
No, dummy. You and the other one learning Spanish.
Oh, I'm not good at it at all.
Why?
It
Yeah.
It does not teach me. No.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know. But Juliana
Because-
did that Duolingo thing and she was speaking Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the Duolingo. I'm on day 58.
58.
58 is my streak, and no, because it's a game, so I just like know how to play the game.
Well,
You know what I mean?
How
So-
long are you doing it for a day?
I do a lesson a day.
No,
I'll tell
you
you
gotta
what.
do 15 minutes.
I'll tell you what. Your dad traps you in a cage down in the basement for 4 years. You'll learn how to speak
True.
Spanish. Only Carmen.
Damn right.
Never
Carmen.
trap me in a basement.
Carmen.
No.
¿Cuántos es 5 y 4?
I can figure that out.
Yeah.
How
I
much
used-
is 5
Yeah.
minus 4?
5 plus 4.
5 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, but come on, Carmen.
Nueve.
I've never even
can't-
played your game.
I know, but it's easier because you're in the room with him. But like just listening to you guys, it's so hard to focus.
What do you think he's doing? Reading my lips?
Well, he can look at you in the face.
All
Like
right,
when I
let
just
me
have
close my eyes.
when I have to just listen to you guys, I can't pay attention.
Donde está la biblioteca?
Where is the library?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
He wasn't even looking at me.
All right.
Okay, so Galvin can listen better than me. With okay, good for you.
Carmen,
No,
¿cómo se llama?
me amo Carmen.
Yes, easy. Okay, good. That's basic. That's very basic.
Yeah.
You getting
Listen,
there?
Like I said, no, like I said, I don't do languages very well.
Are you? Are we going? Are you
You
gonna
don't
use
even do English very well.
I said that's why I said languages.
Okay.
Oh.
Me no do language good.
Muy mal. All right. I'm gonna grab the Travis Scott call.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna get a one. Hi, who's this?
Hola.
Hey, Mike, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
Not a whole lot. I was calling in to give you a little bit more info on Dizzy. It
Oh.
wasn't just that Dizzy punched the guy. The girl that he was with was kind of egging it on, and Dizzy was trying to calm her down and get out. And long story short, as they were walking out of the bar, the guy grabbed him by the hoodie and pulled him backwards.
I saw that on
Dizzy gave him an
video.
uppercut.
There's video
Yeah.
of that. I saw that. I didn't know it was a real thing though. I thought they were just messing around.
No, Dizzy actually knocked him out. Dizzy said the bouncer picked him up and carried him like he was nothing, and told him, by the way, good punch.
Wow. Yeah, because you don't expect that to
Yeah.
come from a little boy. Okay, thank you. Is he around, Carmen?
Um,
Don't. I didn't. It's okay. I didn't know if he was there. We'll get
yeah,
him.
he's not in here right now.
Mike Calta Show. Hello.
This is Ray.
What's up, Ray?
Now you see the Travis tickets, man. I'm going to start it the day off positive.
You sound like a guy that would enjoy a Travis Scott show.
I would love it, man.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do it.
All right. You know there's Travis Scott, not Travis Tritt, right?
Yeah,
All right. Hold on. Okay. We'll hook you up.
thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
All right, pal. There you go.
You're
Is that
awesome.
easy? And on that note, we were done.
I hope the stage crushes him.
Oh, gee.
I'm sorry.
That was great.
I'm sorry. I thought we were having fun.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how we're doing.
mean.
That's how we're doing here.
Talk about flat out murder. All right. We're done. Let's get out of here.
No, you got 2 more minutes.
I don't want 2 more minutes.
You have to go 2 more minutes.
Why?
Because Dizzy's not here and the show will end early.
Wow.
And that means the after show will start early.
You can throw in an old open letter. or
Yeah,
something.
a promo or something.
Cuando es el after show?
Okay, what a S.
Oh my god, this thing sucks.
What?
That's muy mal.
Are you just wasting time now? Restarting things?
No,
She's practicing 16 minutes.
Wow.
Carmen, can I point something out
No.
that's been happening for like the last month? Has anybody told anyone, or are we just
Yes, they have. And we
blowing on the mouse, or what's
we
happening?
restart the machines every week, and they just restarted them yesterday. So don't know what to
Well,
tell
it
you.
seems like it worked.
Yeah.
That's the only answer to the question. Just restart everything.
Yeah. Yep. Here, let me see if this works. I don't know if that did anything or not, but
Thank you to Ethan Suplee for being on the show today. You will see him at MegaCon this weekend. You can go by and meet him. You can take part in a photo op with him and Jason Lee and Jamie Presley for My Name is Earl. And you also can see him with the Kevin Smith folks for Mallrats.
Only $50 for an autograph.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
He's a good dude, man. He's worth the 50. What else? Tomorrow on the show, Martine will be here. We have to start planning our virtual colonoscopy. At least I'm doing that.
I'm so
doing it.
excited to do it.
Yeah, well, you know what, Carmen? Let's go together.
Are we still going to hold hands?
I'm in. We're gonna do it in a circle.
I'll put yours in, you put mine in.
Oh, man, that
I
sounds...
don't know if I want to do that.
Why?
You can do mine, but I don't want to go back
Look,
there.
that's 2 inches right there.
Yeah.
That's 2 inches?
That's 2 inches. I
if
can
you
do
your
that.
pants up.
No. I have a tape measure.
If you did not enjoy your ultrasound, you're not going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Oh, something to spark up the tuchus every once in a while.
All right.
It'll be worth it.
Until they find a mass in my colon.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Which, why wouldn't I just say a mass on my ass? So much better.
Missed it.
Have a great day. The after show with knockout champ Dizzy is up next.